Did that work?
Yeah. Here I am smacking my gum.
I'm not seeing you on YouTube. It still says waiting for Christina.
Why?
I don't know. I'm the guest. I can't do anything about that.
Okay. Let me open up YouTube.
Okay. Because I'm just looking at the extra device I have for chat. Oh, wait, there we are.
Oh, okay. Hi, Manuela. How are you?
We were definitely not having perplexing technical difficulties over here. That was absolutely not happening.
That's good. So I looked at your picture right before we started so I could.
Oh, that's
Hi,
nice.
it's good to see you too. It's been a while. So I'm going to put on my wig since I didn't do anything but run a brush through my hair. And I didn't
even do that. I woke up, took my hair out of the ponytail, put my hair back into the ponytail. That was it.
I thought about putting on some blue contacts for you so you could like try to see what it looks like. And I didn't have time. And I don't think that, I mean, I don't know if you'd be able to see them anyway, really, but I'm going to put my iPad down. But hey, Elaine, how are you? Manuela, I don't know what time it is in Poland. Is it the same time zone as France? If so, it's 7 hours later, but so I'm going to put on a wig.
That's late at least later at night.
Yeah, it's very late. It's lovely to see you. So haven't seen, so makeup therapy. Hi, Allison. How are you? So yeah, I'm looking cute with my wig grip. Looking cute. Happy Pride,
Hi,
everyone. Lorna, how are you, my love? So
it is the 1st of July here, but I'm wearing my queer shirt because it stops being Pride never.
That's right. That's why I have on my heart shirt, pink heart.
For those of us under the rainbow, it never stops being Pride Month. The straights just stop selling rainbows.
I might be under the rainbow too. I think I am possibly asexual. I'm not 100% sure about that, but you know, some of my friends are like, no, you've just lost your libido. And I'm like, no, I felt this way most of my life.
Yeah, never. Okay. I went through a lot of that with my gender. My friends being like, no, you're too feminine to be a them.
Yeah, people say that to me too.
And
like I'm too girly.
Yeah. And more objective sources are like, those two things are not mutually exclusive.
That's right.
You know, so the people closest to you, they just view you as their perception of you. And then when you try to tell them that perception is not the whole story, they're like, what? No, I've known you X years. You can't tell me that I don't know you. It is 1:30 a.m. in Scotland. Good night, makeup therapy. Thank you for joining us on this very, very early morning for you. It is 9:30 a.m. here where I am in Okinawa. So we've got people from all the sides of the globe.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go live again on Sunday with my friend Maya, who is
fun.
Oh my God, is she in California right now? I can't remember where she is, but she's here. And, it depends because, we're going to put on eyeshadow here in a minute.
No, we're just going to sit here barefaced.
You can just look at me like this the whole time. So
this is all the hair that I have. So
my hair is very thin, and
here I'll give myself bangs. Yeah, fringe bangs.
So
there we go. Now I have hair. I look like a witch, like an actual from a fairy tale illustration with the stringy hair on the sides of the face. Yeah, no offense meant to Wiccans at all. I meant like
Good witch.
German
Good
fairy
witch.
tale.
A good witch. I have for a long time thought that I look like a witch. And I look like without makeup, I look like a scary witch.
No, you look like you.
I think I look like a scary witch.
You
like
do not.
Like the kind who would scare children.
No, absolutely not.
Well, thank you.
Where did you get that idea?
I don't know. I just don't like.
Is your eyeshadow out now? Allison is on this. She is done with this talking. Get the makeup on her faces, ladies. I think you're makeup, not chit chat.
So the palettes I'm using, okay, the palettes I'm using are the Spectra palette. I'm only using one color from Spectra, and then the Radioactive palette.
I would just like to remind everyone in chat that when I did this look, I only used the Radioactive palette.
I'm only using one shade from Spectra, and I'm just gonna like cut it along my crease, and that's it.
All right. I'm taking some liberties with your look too, especially since when you did it, you did it exclusively with Gourmande Girl products, and
yes,
I only have the Radioactive and the Galactic. So
you guys are so sweet. They're saying I don't look like a witch. Thank you.
Because you don't. Good night.
Well, thank you. We're hard on ourselves. Do you know what I mean? People
well, I mean, yeah, but never ever have I looked in the mirror and thought I looked like a witch. Like, good golly.
I just think without makeup, there's something lacking.
No,
but
you look like a woman in her 40s who has enjoyed her life.
Why, thank you. Kim, hi. What time is it in New Zealand, girl? Well, I guess it's around the same time as it is in Okinawa.
Yep, it would be. She's on the same day as me. I don't know exactly what time it is because I don't think New Zealand is directly south of me. I think it's over a scooch. Yeah. So I think the hour is probably different. It is 9:40 here in Okinawa, Japan.
12:40. Cool.
12:40.
So we didn't get you at like 5 a.m. like we sometimes do, Kim.
Kim and me are living in the future.
You are our future.
We are living in the future.
You are.
Mm-hmm. And she's living even more in the future than I am because it's only 9:40 a.m. for me, and for her, she's already in the p.m.
You are my future.
I am so excited. Oh, tangentially related. Lacey Squeaker's Nut House just found out that Squeaker's Nut House has been invited to be a vendor at Bell County Comic-Con.
Oh, how cool. That
is
Nicole's best friend, by the way, everyone.
Yes, Squeaker's Nut House on Instagram. She is one of my very dearest, closest, bestest friends. She's basically my sister, and she is a professional cosplayer, and she is currently building her brand. So you should head over to her Instagram and see what it is that's going to be first sale for those of you that are in the Austin area of Texas.
Yeah, which would be me.
Which would be you. We will be there this second weekend in August. I don't know our booth number yet, but we will be there selling her glorious creations.
Well, I can go to that.
Oh, you should.
Well, yeah, I'm in Austin. What the heck?
Right? I think it is a little bit, it's a little bit west of Harker Heights.
Put this back on later. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I know that area. I got to turn on the fan. I forgot to do that before we started.
Oh, I forgot to do that too, but I only have to just reach over and click it on because my bathroom's so small.
Maybe I should get a dark wig. I'll just leave it like this for now. I like my dark
What
hair
is
too.
wrong? What is wrong with your hair? You're always putting on wigs. I understand what Hashimoto's does to hair, but your hair looks nice.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I didn't do anything with it, but I just have a little like thinning spot right there.
Yeah, Lacey's going through that too. For those of you who don't know, because I don't think any of you actually know Lacey. Lacey also has Hashimoto's. So
it sucks. But you know what? It could be worse.
It's some commonality. Oh yeah.
Emily. Oh no, I'm not.
It could, but it definitely sucks. I've been, experiencing it from the outside through her for the last 10 years, and it's
annoying having it. I can't believe you're awake, Emily.
Pictures on Instagram, it says, I'm a Latinx makeup creator, and I'm like, bitch, where?
Who, me?
Because you've got your in your profile picture, you have your blue contacts in, your blonde.
Y para que ustedes sepan, yo sí hablo
wig,
español y hablo mucho. Yo que sí hablo español. I do speak Spanish.
Free Cruella.
Yep, that's Emily. That's my friend Emily.
That.
She's in the UK.
Love that.
Okay, just so you know, you're breaking up a little bit, Nicole.
Cruelty-free Cruella.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to leave and come back? Because you're breaking up. Is Nicole breaking up for anyone else or just for me?
Oh.
Like I can't hear anything Nicole is saying. Can somebody type a comment and tell us? This didn't happen last time. Okay, so she should be back in a minute. Let's see. Okay, so she is breaking up. She's cutting out. Okay, am I okay? I turned off my Wi-Fi so that I would be, because my Wi-Fi for some reason when I go live on YouTube it gets really, really slow. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, I do not know how to add her back. Let me see. Nope, she's not back yet. We'll see in a minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, if I have it on whatchamacallit. If I have it on my Wi-Fi, I don't have good Wi-Fi. I need to switch to cable. I don't have cable. I need to switch it to cable, like cable, whatever you call it. Cable internet. I don't have cable internet. Let me see if she's back. Not yet. Okay, thank you, Allison. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes because I am kind of slow. Yeah, my Wi-Fi, it's like I have my Wi-Fi on my in my office, which is good because, that's where I work, that's where I ship orders. Okay, she's back. Hang on for 1 second. Okay.
My camera fell.
Okay, now you're not breaking up anymore.
Yeah, I messed with my internet settings.
Okay,
Hold
cool.
on, my phone it keeps doing that. No. No, come on.
No, you're good. You're good.
Because that's what happens when I let go of it. It's not good. Hold on.
Oh, okay. No, you can't be doing that the whole time. Welcome
There,
back.
yeah, I can't hold it the whole time. James, can you close the door?
No, you can't.
Can you close the door, please? Thank you, buddy.
You have such good kids and such a nice husband.
Yeah, I do. I'm lucky.
You are. Speaking of which, I got the email from my lawyer last night that they finished the paperwork to file with the embassy.
He's coming?
Yeah, I mean, that'll be for his interview, and then that's it. Like, that's the last.
That is so awesome. I love that for you.
It's about.
It is about, as the great Lizzo says, it's about damn time.
Exactly. It's been years. I mean, we've been waiting for years, which I get with. Thank you, Emily. It's been because of COVID and because of the Trump administration, honestly, and everything else that's been going on.
The racist orange dumpster fire.
Yeah. You know, it's been hard, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm looking for a flat brush right now, and I know I have one, but I don't see it. The problem is my brushes aren't that organized.
Yeah, I have a little like Lazy Susan thing. It doesn't spin, but it's circular, and I have to apologize for two things. If you hear like thumping around, it's because space is a premium and I have lots of drawers that everything is in.
I don't hear anything.
So if you hear like a deep rumbling background noise, there's a storm going on outside.
Oh, I like storms, but I honestly don't hear it. So Allison, I'm doing a rainbow, but I'm using all duochromes, and I've never tried that before, so I do not know how that's gonna go. And I'm a little
it works out because that's what I did last week.
And it was beautiful, and I even reposted it on the company page.
I saw that, and I was very, very
so
then I'm going to be doing her look from last week, which is inspired by the Asexual Pride Flag, which I am definitely asexual. Solidly asexual. I've been out for about 8 years at this point.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know what I am, but I mean, I know I'm not attracted to the opposite sex. I know I'm only attracted to men. Okay. So I always just considered myself to be straight, just straight against hate. You know what I mean? A straight person. A straight person who supports all people. But now, because I have been educated, you're so sweet, Lorna. My God, are you sweet? You're just the most.
She likes every single one of my stories.
Because Lorna's an angel.
Oh,
that's because Lorna, me too, because Lorna is an absolute angel and a gift from above. So, you know, but after speaking with Nicole more and just kind of thinking about, hi Maya. So Maya and I are going live sometime soon. I think maybe
which is very exciting.
Yeah, Sunday or one day in the next
Sunday or one day.
One day in the next few days.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, yeah, it just got me like questioning because I have already determined that I'm a genetic dead end. Like, I never wanted children, and everyone always was like, why don't you want kids? Because I don't.
Yeah, that is such an offensive question to ask somebody. Like,
I
never
agree.
once did anyone ever ask me why I wanted kids. And I feel like that's a more important question. Why do you feel the innate
Desire.
entitlement to potentially screw up future generations?
You know, it is every person's right to choose what they want to do.
Oh,
Hi,
absolutely.
Mindy. And
Okay, so I'm going to use the radioactive palette for my purples, and I'm going to start with ultraviolet.
Cool. Yeah, so no one cares why people want to bring children into the world. Why that exactly? It's like, I don't want kids. I just want animals. And you know, I mean, I don't have the energy for it. That's the bottom line. I don't have the energy for it, and I don't have very good health, and I can't really. There are a lot of people who are not well equipped to have kids, and you know, the world is certainly not really well equipped to handle what.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know,
we do not need more human beings on this planet, just objectively speaking. I'm now darkening up with
I'm not here to
isotopes.
judge people who want to have kids, but I'm not here to judge people who don't want them either. You know, I'm just here to, you know, if you want them, have them, and if you don't, and that's it. But stop being mean to me because I'm not going to have them. Just be nice.
I do not owe you children. I don't owe a society children. I owe no one children. I had children because I wanted children.
That's right. And you know what? If I had more energy, I would have liked to have had children. I would have liked to if I were healthy and I didn't have these thyroid problems. It's interesting. Hi, Kana. Hi, it's interesting. Hello, beautiful. Can you MT Yang, can you please tell us what your first name is? Because I know you on Instagram. And you're lovely and beautiful. You don't have to. If you don't want to tell us, that's okay too. Yeah.
Is it Mount Yang? Because I love that for you.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, only if
Mountain Yang. Oh, love it. She's a majestic beauty. None of us could hope to approach elevation.
Only if you want to. Yeah. I just, you know, do I regret not having kids? Sometimes I do. It's too late. I'm 44. But I have two beautiful nieces, and they kind of fulfill that for me, you know.
I have 13 nieces and nephews by marriage and by blood.
Well, I shouldn't say I have two beautiful nieces, because in France, on my husband's side, and I'll be honest, sometimes I forget to say this because we have been separated by location for so long. I have I have 4 nieces and 1 nephew in France also, and they are also absolutely beautiful. And I got lucky with the 1 nephew because I have 2 nieces here in the United States, 4 nieces in France, and we got 1 boy. Got 1 boy.
I am just about split down the middle. Let me see. I'm gonna have to do some math because there's 13 of them. My sister has 3 boys and 1 girl. My eldest brother-in-law has 3 boys. So that's 6. 3 boys and 4 girls. So that's 6 and 5.
Oh gosh.
And then there's and then my other brother-in-law has 1 of each. So that is 7 and 6. So I'm just about split down the middle. And then I have 1 of each.
Well, my brother had his when he was older. He's 2 years younger than I am, and he had his. I mean, my oldest niece is 4. She just turned 4. So, and then my nieces and nephews in France are, the oldest is like 21. So,
My
I have.
yeah, my oldest niece is 5 years younger than me, so she's turning 30 soon.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law had her when she was 17, and my sister-in-law is 14 years older than me. So
I like that. I mean, that's kind of cool.
It is. It means I'm going to be a great aunt before, like, she's married. They're settling into their careers. They already know they want kids. I'm likely going to be a great aunt before I'm 40. So
I love having a big family, I love it.
I cannot wait to tease my brother-in-law about being a grandfather. I absolutely cannot wait. He took to the role of being the big brother to a little sister far, far too well for my sanity. I was unprepared for the level of disrespect.
Well, I sometimes I wish that I had kids, but I just don't have the health for it. And I couldn't have them. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome and I can't have kids anyway. So, I didn't try. Do you know what I mean? I kind of just accepted what I was given, and I just kind of like said, okay, well, this is the way it's going to be. And if I don't meet somebody who's willing to, love me that way, then I'm going to be alone.
Yeah, well, it's like if they aren't willing, like I fully believe that it's like if you don't agree on the children aspect, then
not going to work.
You're not going to work. You're not meant for each other. My husband.
My gosh. You had 2 kiddos while you were on birth control. Well, I mean, I hope that they're a blessing. I'm sure that they are. If I had kids, despite my health issues, I would have kept them. It didn't happen for me, but if it had happened, I would have had kids.
Yeah, and I'm at the point in my life where I have to be. We wanted to have another, but we have to be done because of my health problems.
Yeah.
So, my husband got the snippy snip. But if somehow we got pregnant, besides that, it would be a serious discussion whether or not we were going to keep it because of my body, and we have to put our current children first. They're the ones that are here.
I was going to say, I don't know if it'd be a discussion if you were here stateside.
Yeah, well, it might not be a discussion here either. It's not legal in Japan, and now the federal government is saying no.
So crazy. So
it would be a very quick decision, and then I have residency in a blue state, so I could hopefully get access.
Hi, Brianna.
That.
The middle child used to want kids, but her back wouldn't let her.
And there is always adoption, and
that's what I do. I adopt dogs.
Well, I mean, for like kids, that is a completely valid form of parenthood. Just because I pushed them out my physical body does not make yours that you picked up at the store any less your kids I picked up at the store.
Hi. Yes. No, I agree. There are lots of different ways of parenting, and I have been rescuing dogs for I'm going to be 45. So since I was in my late 20s, and for me, I feel like probably that was my calling. And I think that human children also need there are lots of human children that are unwanted, and my husband and I have talked about possibly adopting when he gets here because okay, I screwed this up. I royally screwed this up.
How you haven't done anything yet.
I screwed up the cut here. You're so funny. How?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm listening to you, but I'm not really watching you because I'm watching.
So then
what
you
I'm
don't
doing.
know, girl. You're just being nice.
No, I looked and I'm like, screwed up what? There's nothing on your.
Oh, I messed it up. But we're gonna try to fix it. But the having the dogs has, yeah, I think it'll pan out if I just continue on.
Yeah, trust the process. Trust the process.
Brianna has kind of taught me that over these past days that we have been chatting. Kind of just like keep going with what you're thinking, because she's been doing some really pretty looks. She is way too hard on herself because she does gorgeous looks, and sometimes she's like, I don't like what I did, and I'm like,
who is this that we're talking about?
Draconian Brianna, who just joined us. That I'm like, no, your look is beautiful. You need to stop.
Most of the time, if you're like, oh, I hate this, you're wrong.
I agree. And everyone's like, nope, it's one of your best. Check her out.
So if anyone saw, yeah, y'all, if you add me on Instagram, I will follow you back, and we can then be friends.
Yeah. So check Queer Mom Acing It, and check Draconian Brianna. She's okay. You're saying it didn't work the first time. Yeah, all the pro-lifers not saying anything about the 400,000 kiddos in foster care that need love. I will say, for myself, I don't think that I would have. Okay, I shouldn't even get into it. This is not the right place for me to even talk about.
A room full of women is not the right place to talk about reproductive rights.
I was going to say, I don't think that I would have an abortion for myself, but it is not my place to make that decision for other people. Exactly. It is not my place. Just because. Exactly. But your posts are beautiful. Nobody cares if you're erratic. I'm erratic too. And lately I've been erratic even with the business. Because I'm defending you, Brianna. I'm because,
we're all disabled here. We are all erratic. We all doubt ourselves, and we are all wrong. Post it.
I agree. Your eyes look awesome. Your eyes look amazing. Allison just said, hi, Red. How are you?
I know. I saw that. I was commenting on that and while you were commenting on something else. But yes, do not tell me that I have to carry a child to term unless you are prepared to take care of that child.
Thank you. You
can't call yourself pro-life if you stop caring about the child once it stops being outside the woman's body.
That blue is in the radioactive palette, right, Nicole?
No, I did the same thing that you did. I layered M81 over black.
Oh, it's in the galactic palette.
Yeah.
It's M81. It's M81 from the galactic palette.
M81 layered over a matte black. The
matte
black is by ColourPop because
I don't even remember what I do anymore.
I was paying attention.
You were. Okay, so this is no.
Allison, yay! Thanks for following me. I'll follow you back as soon
M81. That's M81 from the galactic palette. Brianna, I honestly do not remember if you got the galactic palette. I remember you got radioactive, but radioactive has one similar to M81, and it's called high energy.
I would not say they are the same at all. I would instead say that quantum. If you're looking for this, then you want quantum. High energy is more of a bright pink to lavender shift, and M81 on top of a black ends up being like a teal to a purple shift with a blue in the middle. And for that, you're going to want quantum.
Well, I guess I need to hire you to come work at my company.
I get really passionate about eyeshadows, and
I like that.
I kid you not. If all of my makeup just destroyed, I would be buying this again. This and this would be number 1, number 2, and then number 3 would be something rainbow.
Actually, somebody yesterday repurchased the radioactive and the galactic palette. They were like, is this going to be a limited edition? Because the radioactive palette is the most beautiful palette I've ever owned. And I was
I agree with them. I agree with them.
I agree, Mindy. Each situation is different, you know, and you can be pro-life for yourself. Do you know what I mean? You can say, I personally, this is not something I would do for myself, but this is not a decision that I would make for another person. Like, and you just can't. You cannot put yourself in someone else's shoes.
And that's the thing is these
cannot
cis-het white men think that they can. They think that adult women cannot make these decisions for themselves.
And it's about, I feel like at this point it's about power. So yes, this is.
Oh, it 100% is about power.
Yeah.
I am adding in some Starstruck from the Blowing Smoke. Oh, sorry, Smoke Show. Color
Hi, Nicole.
In homage to the fact that you forgot you had silver bells and then
Brianna. Yeah, it's okay, and we'll see you when you get back. We love you. Yeah.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who we're talking about, but I love you too.
Brianna, about Draconian Brianna coming. She's leaving, but she's coming back. Okay. So it's easier for me to see the comments because they're right on my screen.
Yeah, I have to look down, and it's actively blocked most of the time by what I'm doing.
So I'm going in with Electro Love from the radioactive palette.
Such a wonderful color.
They are being used to divide. I agree. It's just, yeah.
And let's not forget, pour one out for the poor children that will be forced to become mothers before their time.
Oh, that is probably the worst part of all of this.
You get raped by a family member because that's how most children get pregnant. Nope, sorry. You now have to go through this traumatic process that will likely leave you sterile and disabled for the rest of your life. Sorry, I don't cut the bullshit. I don't deal with that. You tell it like it is because there's no candy coating this.
I actually read a news article on I agree. I agree, Ashley. I read a news article on
Hi, Lorna.
A couple that of teenagers. He was 15 when she got pregnant, and he's like, I don't know, maybe 17, and they met in high school and they got pregnant, and it was twins. And they went to the abortion clinic. And it was one of those heartbeat clinics that they make you look at the heartbeat, and they it was like the day the law came into effect. And she was like 12 weeks. And so she wasn't able to have the abortion, but she was with her mom. And her mom saw that it was twins, and her mom was like, oh my God, it's a miracle. We're keeping these babies. But then later her mom kicked her out.
Oh, I want to beat moms up that do stuff like that. That when you make the choice, because it was a choice and it should be a choice. When you make the choice to bring a child into this world, you are agreeing that there is nothing short of murder that will take that child out of your life. I'm sorry, you end up with a disabled child, you end up with a gay child. There is none of this. I didn't sign up for this. You signed up to raise a human being. Flaws, disagreements, all of that jazz. Well, sorry, I am a full-on mom. You're like, don't. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hit a major button there.
So she had, obviously she has twins, and her boyfriend works at a fast food, like a fast food place.
Like teenagers do.
Right. And she had dropped out of school, but she wanted to go back and become a realtor. And she started taking the classes, but between taking care of the kids and taking care of the kids, she wasn't able to. They moved in with his parents. But anyway, so the article was basically just about how she worried about him meeting someone new at work. And, because there are lots of young girls who go into the fast food restaurant, and what they would be doing if they didn't have the kids, And it was sad. It made me feel,
it just goes to show you that this is not about fetuses. This is about controlling women. Because if you have a child before you're ready, before you're in a secure place in life, you're not likely to be in the workforce. You're not likely to be out there challenging men.
And she's not in a situation. She was not in a situation where she was able to, after she held the babies, where she could give them up for adoption. It was just emotionally not.
Yeah. It takes a strong woman to give up that thing that you have literally labored over. As someone who has gone through 2 full-term pregnancies,
it wasn't. Yeah.
To ask women as their only alternative to give up this little creature that they just went to death's door over, that's not an option for everyone.
No,
it's not. You can know that you can't feed that thing, and you're still not going to want to give it up.
So yeah, really sad.
Absolutely. And it's terrible. And we all have we all, as adult women, assuming the voting age, those of us that are American citizens, have a duty and an obligation to secure the future of womanhood for our daughters, for our nieces, for our fellow women of all genders, really. Uterus.
I will be honest, I really do not understand how this will work going forward, because I am not good at this. I mean, I don't really know.
That's when you reach out to people in your area that are good at that and be like, hey, I want to help. Show me the way.
How do we get this overturned?
Yeah. What do I have to do? And there is very strong legal precedent for them having violated their oath of office.
Yeah, like why do guns have more
rights than we do as women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something I don't really get right now. So yeah, is there anything else that we should discuss to lighten the mood a little bit now? Now that we've talked about the really heavy stuff?
I'm almost done with my look.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Thank you. I have been told I'm really fast at makeup several times. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing.
I know.
Or a bad thing, or even an accurate observation, but it definitely seems to keep happening. I'm trying to find the brush that I used for my purple. It must be this one.
The sad thing is that Texas, Austin, where I live, is very liberal and pro women's rights, but
the state is red.
Texas is not.
Yeah. Well, how do you think that Lacey feels living in that state with 3 disabled children.
I cannot imagine.
What?
I said I cannot imagine.
Yeah. I fear for her all the time. But it's not, not only do they not have the money to move, that is where the work is. Also, please be known, if you as a business send me a business card with my makeup order, please know it's going to be used as a makeup shield. I've got 2 of them over here, one from Enchanted Luster Cosmetics and one from Chaotic Cosmetics. And they just, that's what they're there for. Is to cut that
Did you
line.
read what Carla wrote? Read what Carla wrote.
Which one? Oh, Carla. My thought on this topic. I was raped, didn't know who raped me. My mother
horrible stuff.
Told me I had to carry and keep. How do you tell your child that you don't know who their dad is? Well, my mom was actually born in a very similar scenario. My grandmother chose to keep her and treated her terribly throughout her life because she either hated whoever this guy is, whatever, or just hated that she wasn't married to her father. And I can tell you, not like that. And basically, it does not matter. That is your child. That man did nothing but contribute genetic material and traumatize you. That's not their father. When they're old enough, perhaps you can tell them that story. But if it were me, I just wouldn't. Some people don't have daddies, just like some people don't have mommies. That doesn't make your family incomplete, and it doesn't mean it has to be a story. It doesn't mean it has to even be part of your family. It's just genetics. He was a sperm donor that forced himself on you. That's all. I have very strong views on family because a good portion of my family is either is like, I have a lot of all of my mom's siblings are half siblings, and I have a lot of family that isn't genetically related to me, but that doesn't make them less my family. My grandfather, not genetically related to me. He was my grandfather from the day I was born till the day he passed. And I will never think of anyone else as my grandfather.
I do not like what I did. I want to redo it.
I can't see what you've done.
It's terrible. It just doesn't. It doesn't look good.
You used thank you for the ad, Maya. I can't wait to get to know you.
I just gotta redo it. I don't like it.
Okay, so before you do that, lean closer again. Let me look. Lean closer again. Let me look.
No, it's just not the right colors next to each other.
Yeah. So what I did was I used Electro Love, and then I went in with crap. I dropped everything. Hold on, let me get my palette. Then I went in with Exposure.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you have to do Electro Love, and then
you use Exposure. Okay.
And then I use Exposure, but you have to make sure that Exposure fully overlaps with Electro Love and whatever blue you decide to use. Because the blue is going to bring out the green, the red is going to bring out the yellow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to keep everyone. So when we're done, I'll just stop. I'm not going to.
Do you remember last week? Do you know that in all of your lives go like 3 hours and we're only 49 minutes in? We're good. Just keep going.
I know.
Hey, look who's finally awake. Yeah, I've been down here for hours. I love you.
And besides, we're having a very good discussion.
Oh, Mindy followed me. I love you, Mindy.
Yay.
Thank you for following me. I will follow you back. I mean,
I'm here for all the love
I'm
anyway.
a little busy.
Even if my eyeshadow looks like crap, I'm here for all the love.
My son has been doing DNA testing to see if he can find out who's got and my son is
Wow.
41 years old. Yeah,
Wow.
my dad wants to find out who my mom's dad is because he thinks he knows who it is. And if he is correct, he wanted to be my mom's dad, but my grandma didn't let him. And when he finally tracked them down, my grandma was already married to my grandfather and pregnant with his child. So he just kind of stepped out as to not disrupt, the family. But he's like 70 now. And my dad's like, if he wants a relationship with his daughter, he should get that chance. And I'm like, that's up to mom,
Ooh.
Yeah. So you know what, like this, having a different biological donor than the man that raised you is particularly hard, because my mom and the fact that we lost my grandfather just 2 years ago, I don't think she's in an emotional place to consider looking for this quote unquote other dad.
This is all very emotionally charged.
Oh, Manuela, thank you for the follow.
Carla,
And I will be following back. I just can't do that and this at the same time.
I'm glad you're having fun. Carla, I just want to tell you how sorry I am. I mean, I understand that your son is grown now, but I'm sorry. There's not a lot more that I can really say.
Yeah. Just realize it's not a statement on your position as a mother. There's an unknown in his life and he wants to fill out the unknown. It's nothing against you.
Most people do want to.
Yeah.
Most people do want to know where they came from.
Mm-hmm. I want to know more specifically, like genetics wise,
My dad even wants me to take a test so that we can find out more about both sides of our family, so that he and my mom don't both have to do it.
Yeah, see, that's the fun thing is because, like, really only any family. Whoop! I have so little space here, guys. I'm so sorry for the random loud thumps.
Not bothering me.
I can just, oh man, I don't have, okay, that is just where it's going to stay. If I miss your comment, hopefully Christina will tell me about it.
I will. Yes, I will. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'm just going to sit here and chat.
Okay, I'm going to, I really want to try out my Chrome Maniac Hydro palette, but I do not think that any of these really go with the look that I'm trying to recreate. Because, I mean, one that was here last week, I think I did a pretty good job. I added silver in because I think that was the intention, but somebody completely forgot that time of year existed. Not going to name names. Absolutely not going to name names. I even took it all the way up to my eyebrows. So I'm pulling a full-on Christina here, even though I don't have the same amount of lid space. It's going to blend some more purple in there.
I mean, I guess I could do a contact try-on or something if this doesn't work out.
You know what? I think this is working out just fine. The point of this is entertainment. And are you not entertained?
Very entertained by you, my dear.
I have had entire friendships based solely on entertainment. So, I mean,
yeah,
flattered, but not surprised.
I mean, what else is there? What else is there? Be honest.
Mutual hobbies, mutual affection.
Well, that's true. Okay, you have a point. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kana. Let me see if I can do this. So I didn't bother putting the eyeshadow up on my crease this time. I'm just...
I can do like my eyebrows and stuff instead of just sitting here staring at you, which, while a wonderful pastime, is not very productive.
Oh my God. Too funny. Okay, so then you went in with exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds like a better combo.
Yeah, electro love and exposure are what creates the illusion of the yellow.
Yeah, that was really pretty. All
I
right.
agree. It was one of my favorite looks that I've
It
done
was beautiful.
recently.
It's absolutely beautiful what you did. Okay.
I thought it was pretty darn good for it. Like, it turned out a lot more wearable than I was expecting for
Yeah,
an
this
all
is looking better.
rainbow look. Like,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's do our old lady waterline. Even though that's not what you did. You did a black waterline, but your eyeballs are bigger than mine.
You're so funny.
What? Objective facts. Objective facts.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Ooh, Ashley's got some lip glosses to review.
Woo woo.
One thing I don't understand, and I'm not judging, but what I don't understand is how lip glosses got so popular in the middle of the pandemic. I'm like, who are you wearing those for? It's just going to stick to your mask. I don't understand, guys.
I'm honestly not a lip gloss person myself.
I'm not either. I will put it on for Instagram photos, but in my everyday life, I loves me a matte lipstick. I need a lipstick that is food kid kiss proof. Food kid kiss proof. I have a few lip glosses and I will use them on occasion, but I remember the days of those lava lamp roll-on lip glosses, and I would put on so much lip gloss it would drip down my chin, like the horror stories from the noughties. I mean, nobody did lip gloss like the 90s. See, Maya knows what I'm talking about.
I agree. I love the lip glosses, and then I like the little roller glosses. Hey, Adrian. Yeah. How are you? I liked the roller glosses in the 90s. Do you remember those?
You know what needs to stop? I was just talking about those, girl. You know what needs to stop? You know what needs to stop? Lip products that you apply with your fingers.
No, I don't like that either.
No.
Not a fan.
No, I do not want. I hate sticky. Like, there are a few things in this world that I hate more than sticky. If something is sticky, bitch, I'm out. I am out. That's not happening.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Okay, what color did you use after the yellow? I don't recall. I need to pull up your photo.
Exposure. I think I went in with radium thinking that it was going to be a green blue, and it was not.
No.
But that is what I used. You can use Quantum or Curie, whichever one you want to use. From this point, it gets a lot easier because all that you have left to do is the blue and the purple.
Maybe I'll use Curie and then like Isotopes.
I think that would be a good combination. I don't think Ultraviolet is bright enough to hold its own in that rainbow.
Yeah, I'll use Curie and Isotopes.
I love how I am tutoring you on how to use your own products.
I like it too.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. Lip oils. I don't mind a lip oil if I'm trying to get my lips, if I'm trying to like provide moisture to my lips, but like I don't wear them for color.
If I am going for moisture, chapstick brand chapstick. I literally cannot use any other brand of chapstick. It breaks my lips out in like little boils and welts.
Oh.
So like a lip oil to me is like, am I just wearing lip gloss for myself? You know, like that's what it feels like to me. I would rather just wear chapstick. To wing or not to wing? That is the question.
Wing.
Yeah, I can understand lip gloss over lipstick. Like, I totally get that. I need to get me a just like flat out clear lipstick so that I can add a little sensual the glow to my lips for Draconian Brianna says wing. Woo!
Woo woo.
I have never used a lip sleeping mask at night.
Oh,
I have posted on my Instagram my nighttime face routine. And then after that, I take all my nighttime meds and then I put on chapstick and I put on hand cream. And then that's it. That I go to bed.
I don't like the Laneige sleep mask either.
I don't understand sleep masks or like lip masks. Like, I don't.
I just put on Burt's Bees or just
put on a chapstick, girl. That's what they're for. The other benefit of chapstick over lip oil, especially for me living here in the tropics, chapstick has SPF.
This is your virtual reminder
to wear your SPF.
Sunscreen.
What?
I said to wear sunscreen.
To wear sunscreen. I don't. I should. I don't. I need to find a good primer with SPF in it. If y'all chat, if you got any recommendations, taking them now.
Good.
What?
Oh, we're talking about that Laneige stuff. It's not good. I don't like it. I can only use. I don't like chapstick either. Sorry, love you, but don't like chapstick.
Well, chapstick can be a concept. It's a lip moisturizer in stick form. So like when I was a kid, I was obsessed with lip smackers, and now my children are as well. And I think it's so funny that it's gone full circle like that.
Lip smackers were cute. I just like I have to have something with peppermint oil. I think I'm addicted.
I do love a cooling sensation on
That's
the lip.
why. Yeah, I think my lips are just addicted. You guys need to put on sunscreen.
I always forget, and I live way too close
to
the that. I don't burn, so I forget because it's
too bad. It doesn't matter if you I burn, but even if you don't burn, and I'm dark.
You are Latina. How do you burn and I not?
But I'm also half gringa. I'm half Latina and I'm half white.
You got the worst. You got the bum end of that deal. I'm 5 generations removed from my last black ancestor, and I still don't burn. And I'm pretty sure
we have black ancestors on my father's side as well. He says we do.
My children, I married a redhead. I have 2 blonde kids, and neither of them burn either. And that was the
Your
one
kids
gene.
Are cute.
My kids are cute.
Do your kids have blue eyes or do they have brown eyes?
They have gray eyes.
Oh, okay.
That's why you can't.
Yeah, I was wondering.
They do not have brown eyes. But some days they are blue, some days they are green. It really depends on what they're wearing. Yesterday, Rose's eyes were gold.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. They are beautiful. Right now, Rose is basically bald because she decided to cut her hair off.
Hi, Erin. I'm sorry I didn't see my friend Erin come in.
Oh, hi, Erin. We weren't ignoring you. Being oblivious.
I'm trying to scroll up because Nicole made a comment and I didn't see it.
Yeah.
My friend Erin is the biggest sweetheart.
What you gotta do is you just gotta tone me out because I will not stop talking.
I'm not gonna tone you out. What we gotta do is we gotta listen.
Yeah. Like, so all of you people that have now just started following me on Instagram, I do my makeup on live. Like whenever I do my makeup, I just go on live because I talk to myself. So it's like, if I'm going to talk to myself while I do my makeup anyway, I might as well have an audience. Someone might as well listen. And sometimes people are there while I'm live and we have a grand old time. It has definitely been the origin story of many an inside joke.
You're so funny. So, Brianna, you're like me. You're half and half. I'm half and half.
I bet you taste good in coffee.
A lot of people think that I'm just, you know, a gringa. I actually speak fluent Spanish.
The blue contacts and the blonde wig will definitely give a person that impression.
But I gotta tell you, I lived in South America, and there are many people in South America who look just like me.
Conquistadors.
I guess. Okay, now this isn't looking so bad. I mean, it's very, very
vivid.
It's very vivid.
Yeah.
Hi, Bree. Well, there are white people who are tan.
But somewhere super tan, but somehow super tan year round. Yep, that's my grandfather. His 3 times great grandmother was a free.
I don't like the sun either. I stay out of the sun.
Just it trickled down, and now he looks very much like our Cherokee ancestors. It's hilarious because both of his brothers are way white. Both of them are blonde. Who's living in Scotland?
Yeah, who's living in Scotland?
One of the best things about living in Japan is getting to try just random drinks.
Do you drive on the left hand of the street?
Mm-hmm.
Are you used to that now?
Yeah. I haven't turned down the wrong side of the road in ages.
That's fabulous. So you can chauffeur me around when I come to visit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially since...
your DNA. Okay, so Kana's DNA is Scottish.
Oh. Is that how you pronounce that? Kana?
Kana.
Yes,
she educated me last time.
Indian and Indian. Okay. Fun. That sounds like a very that sounds like a story. No one lives in Japan for fun.
You're so funny.
Rich people live in Japan for fun. I live in Okinawa.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I always do. I live in Okinawa. We've lived here for 2 years. We moved here because my husband works for Boeing as a contractor with the United States military. And
so
fun fact, Okinawa has 13 military bases on it, all American.
Are you planning on staying there or?
Yeah, indefinitely. We're based in, unless the powers that be say otherwise, we are here until retirement.
Wait, you live in Poland, right, Manuela?
That's too many flags. Americanize that for me.
I cannot see the flags, actually. They're coming up very small on my phone.
Yeah. I don't know any of those, but I live in, and that's just a black flag. Do you live in international waters?
I don't think it's black. I just can't see it.
Are you a pirate? Spicy mix. That tells me nothing. I almost got mascara on my face.
I always wanted to change my last name to a dash between my mom's and my dad's. So my mom's last name is Galvan and my dad's last name is Martin. So my last name is Christina Martin, but my husband's last name is Faviana. And I'm probably
just... Where did gourmande come from?
Gourmand. So gourmand means somebody who is a lover or a connoisseur or a collector or can't get enough of somebody or somebody who loves sweets.
Okay, because see, I gotta tell you, I thought your brand was called Gourmand Girls because there were 2 sisters with the last name Gourmand.
Nope.
That is what the name means to me.
A lot of people think it's my last name and it's not.
Well, I mean, when your name on here is Christina Gourmand.
I know, but that's not actually my name. I just do that.
Okay, but you can see how people get that impression.
Oh, yeah. But, oh, I thought you lived in Poland. I don't know why I thought you lived in Poland.
How do you get to be 54% Scottish? That is an odd number.
She probably had her DNA tested.
It's just a really specific number.
Well, probably from a DNA test. Like, I'm sure that if and when I get my DNA tested, because my dad got me the kit and I need to send it in, that I have like a certain percentage of Spanish because, you know, my mom is Mexican, but part Spanish, and a certain percentage like Mexican, and a certain percentage.
No. Kenna's last name isn't Closet. I feel lied to, betrayed. How could you do this to me? No.
How can that be? How can that be?
I might swoon. I feel so lied to. My entire world is in disarray.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do think my last name is Gourmand, and I'm not trying to fool anybody, but since it's my company's last name, I just...
Your company's first name?
Gourmand, I mean, yeah, since it's my company's name, I'm like, yeah.
This is America. Basically anything can be a last name. We're just like, oh, that's your name? Okay, cool.
Well, so what I wanted to do is change my name to Christina Martin Galvan Fabiana. But that's too many names, I think, for this country.
That's too many names for a mouth.
Yeah, in Mexico it would be okay.
I mean, that's fair.
But here it's too many.
Well, I wouldn't say it's too many. I would say it's outside the cultural norm. But
Thank you. Thank you. It's not too many. It's outside the cultural norm. I think it'll hurt my dad's feelings, but Galvan and Martin are my blood. Lorna.
What's she doing?
She's saying her last name is BS.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, I'm just going to change my last name to Fabiana, which is my husband's last name, and just be done with it. You know, I haven't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave my last name as is because it's such a pain to change your last name.
I didn't have that much issue with it, but I also didn't own a business or have a career.
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Precious young age of 21.
The business doesn't matter. I was married once before and I changed my last name and it wasn't that bad. You know, it was when I got divorced and was changing my last name back. And I think it was because I was going through something sad that it seemed like a lot. When I was going through a happy time, it was happy. But then when I was going through something sad, it just seemed miserable. So, I don't know.
I don't remember what you did for your lips.
I don't remember either. I think I did purple.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did purple.
Gosh, I have so many notifications. I will get to that, I promise. Oh, you didn't put it on your business. Now I'm going to go to your personal.
It is, bro. Is your last? Well, I don't want to say your last name, bro, Lorna, in case you don't want people to know it. So I'm not going to say it. I know it from my company, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, you did like a purple, pinky purple. I actually had that exact shade.
Yeah, that was what I thought I did.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know what you use, but I'm gonna use this.
I use the Gourmand Girls, my friend.
Of course.
Of course.
I've got this lippy stick from ColourPop in Sweet Stuff, and I think it will pull that color off real well. Yeah. Controversial opinion. I actually like the lippy sticks. They stay real good.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I don't like them, but to be honest, I haven't tried one in a really long time, so I shouldn't.
Oh, they have changed their formula.
Yeah. If I tried one now, I might like it.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't say I don't like it anymore because now I don't know. Just like I have changed things from when I first started my little business years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody who tried it years ago might like it now if they didn't like it then. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, I think that's close to the color that you used.
Yeah, it is. I'm
It's
not
a little bit of a dupe, just a little. Which you don't have any competition. This was a limited edition. It was part of their noir collection, so you don't have to worry about having competition with big old ColourPop. All right, I'm done.
compete with them anyway. Couldn't.
Well, everyone, yeah.
No one can compete with ColourPop because they have their own factory.
Yeah, it's true.
So unless you have your own factory, which no one does except for them.
Yeah, well, that's because they started as a factory first.
Right.
Which, you know, and then they came up with the Super Shock shadows and like, we kind of want to keep this formula for ourselves. And I'm glad they did because it's certainly cheaper buying directly from them than it is from any of the people that they manufacture for.
Yeah, ColourPop does put out a lot of stuff. I gave up on ColourPop because I can't keep up.
I only I wouldn't say I gave up on ColourPop.
I gave up, girl. But that's me. That's me.
I definitely don't buy as much from them as I used to.
I don't even look at ColourPop anymore because they put out so much. I cannot keep up. It's just overwhelming for me, so I just quit looking at it. Ashley.
I am open to the
Armijo. Armijo is how you say your last name in Spanish. Armijo. I'm showing everyone I speak Spanish.
They will come out with something that I can't live without. So I haven't completely written them off, but I'm not going to buy something just because they came out with it.
You know, if one of you were to give me a majorly amazing review of something by ColourPop, I would probably consider it.
Well, I did almost have you talked into getting Smoke Show.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if you want to.
I might have it. I have a lot of their older palettes.
The newest one that I have, I think, is Lush Life, which I have not used very much because it's just so bright and vivid.
Very pretty.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
I just haven't used it. I really like it. And I used it one time.
Yeah.
I used it one time and I just smashed all the colors on my eyes and it looked atrocious because the execution was not there. But all of the colors are true to pan. They're very vivid. Oh, and I use their concealer. I live and die by their concealer.
Their concealer is very good.
I love it. I thought about trying their foundation because I love their concealer so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the retro Star Wars palette looked really good.
That one looks good too. I'll be honest.
Were I in the place where I felt like I had room in my collection for just stuff, just to buy for the packaging, I would have bought that and I'm sure I would have loved it. I probably would have used the crap out of it, but I have really similar things to that. So I couldn't justify getting it just for the packaging.
Which one? The Star Wars one?
The Star Wars one.
Oh,
however,
okay.
If they come out with a Star Trek palette, all bets are off. All bets are off. Beam that directly to my house.
Do they ship to FPO, APO?
Oh, absolutely. I want they ship to APOs, yeah. I want them to stop putting shimmers in their mats shimmer in their mats as well. The black actually that I used today was a ColourPop. I am a Trekkie. Yeah, I can see that being a palette that you would buy just for the art to like just put up for display, because the art on that was on point. Ugh. It was one of the best. I would put it as the #2 Star Wars palette that they've come out with. My favorite is still The Child. That's actually the only Star Wars palette of theirs that I have.
I have that one. Was that their first? That was
Yes,
the first one.
That
right?
was the first. It was The Child and The Mandalorian, and then Darth Vader, and then Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Darth Vader palette was just like, it got middling reviews. People bought it for Trekkie and Trekker are both correct. They're both equally correct. A lot of the older folks insist that on only Trekker, but you know, yes, that's the thing, is the color story of The Child is absolutely incredible. It's just, I got distracted. I was gonna put powder on my face. Yeah, absolutely. I think that is why The Child did so well. Not only because he's freaking adorable, but also because the color story is like this pale, grungy green color, and it is absolutely just so cute. I'm sure you're not that old. Kayna.
I need a bigger brush. I don't know. I'm almost done. Oh, you mean that huge brush that I was
using? That should be like one of those new challenges. Like, what is your biggest brush? Because mine is this. It's like a kabuki brush, but with a long handle. I use it to blend my face when things just get a little bit out of control. Oh, you want to talk about excellent?
Okay, fine. Erin's making fun of my big
CC powder. Oh my gosh. If it can make my makeup last through the Okinawa humidity, you know it's good.
So was it really, really humid there? Like,
oh yeah. Almost every day is 80 to 90% humidity.
I don't think I would make it. Do you have good air conditioning?
Oh yeah. If you don't have air conditioning, your house molds on the inside.
Oh, actually, I read that Japan has more air conditioning than the United States. So
remember that includes mainland Japan. And there are areas of that get snow consistently.
Oh, that brush, Erin, is a Becca. It's a Becca brush, and I don't know what it's actually for, but I use it to put on, what do you call it? Foundation powder. And I don't know. Powder? I used Too Faced foundation powder that they discontinued, and I went and bought a bunch before they discontinued it. So I don't use foundation. I just use foundation powder. It's faster.
Then what was that liquid you were putting all over your face?
What was the what?
The liquid.
Oh, it was concealer. It was concealer.
So you do use foundation. You just use concealer as your foundation.
I use concealer like under my eyes and on my nose.
It was all over your entire face.
Yeah,
you all saw this. It was you had it on your eyes, cheeks.
Yeah,
that's your entire.
And then I put the powder foundation all over it.
So you use concealer as a foundation, and then foundation powder as a finishing powder.
Yes, I guess that's what I do.
So you're a drag queen.
Do I look like a drag queen?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So, don't ask as to what you don't want the answer.
Fine, I don't mind if I look like a drag queen.
That's half the fun of makeup.
With my
Where are these giant brushes coming from?
It's from Becca, but they don't make them. I mean, Becca's out of business, so I won't.
I got mine from Walmart. It's just an equate bronze. This is a bronzer brush. Can you imagine applying your bronzer with this?
No, I cannot.
I have 2 of them. I gave one of them to my daughter. She uses it to apply a gentle highlighter to her entire face for that wet, shimmery look.
Drag queens are the best. I wish I looked like a drag queen.
Honestly, if you are not learning your makeup tips from drag queens, you are behind the curve.
I agree. I can't look like a drag queen, but I wish I could.
I do not have any color. We will fix that. I do not have any color pop brushes because I subsist pretty exclusively on Wet n Wild brushes, and now brushes from Daiso, which you've heard me rant and rave about. So I don't buy expensive brushes.
Yeah.
Because I don't see the point. Like, I understand that they are probably better, but if I'm able to do what I'm able to do with the brushes that I have, they can't be that much better to be worth it.
I like Sigma, but I think today I've mostly used, I don't know, what did I use? A Morphe brush for the whole.
I have some BH Cosmetics brushes because they were on sale. And
I've heard those are good.
This one here, no, this one here is good. But this is the set from, I think, Take Me to Brazil. And I have one, here it is. This one pokes me. Oh. It pokes me. So I would call them hit or miss, personally.
Poking's not good.
No, it's not. I'm just not, I am not a fan.
No.
I got visibly angry. See, the only brushes I have had fall apart on me were the ones that I bought from Wish.
Well, Wish might not be the best quality. I bet they do have something that okay.
So this one was from Wish, and it's held up pretty good. This one was from the same set, but this set has a tendency of the top popping off. So I think I only have those 2 left. But I also have this set from Wish, and these ones, the bristles tend to pop off. So I bought them when I didn't have the money for any other kind of makeup brushes.
Yeah.
And I've just been throwing them out as I go. Yeah, I love e.l.f.'s brushes. They're now getting a little expensive for my blood. So I pretty exclusively use Wet n Wild brushes. I love them. I cannot sing enough praises about Wet n Wild's brushes. Basically all of my brushes are Wet n Wild brushes. I have one. Yeah, I have one, Kaleidos brush.
Do you like it?
I thought I had 2, but I am incorrect. I have 1.
I don't have anything from Kaleidos, and I hear such good things about them.
Oh, so good. I have one of their multi-chrome highlighters. I have Space Age Gifted.
Which I'm trying to remake that. I'm trying to basically remake that highlighter, like make a similar one. Not remake it, but make a very similar one.
I do love a multi-chrome highlighter. I love me as a multi-chrome highlighter. So it's very...
The question is, do I make that or do I make a multi-chrome palette? Highlighter palette.
I think that I think that a multi-chrome highlighter would do better because you've been doing a lot of chromey. There we go. It's not, see, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
It's beautiful. And I have one more all multi-chrome. I have another all multi-chrome palette coming out.
I think it's, since you've come out with so many solidly, Bree says singles, which is a good idea. Because I find that all multi-chrome palettes tend to be so expensive that they're off-putting.
So just do a highlighter.
I think you could use a highlighter, but I am biased because I love highlighters.
No, I'm doing a highlighter for sure. The question is, do I do a highlighter palette or just do one color?
Oh, I'd say you can do multiples, but I'd sell them as singles because not everybody wants. Highlighter palettes are hard.
I think I'll just do one because I think it's going to be very expensive to make, and I don't want people to be paying a small fortune.
Yeah. The other thing I have from Kaleidos, oh, it's actually right here.
I don't like the lip color that I chose.
I have
I will be changing the lip color.
Or people end up using one shade in the palette and people can choose shades. Yeah. Like, yeah. I do, however, love Kaleidos's lip formula, though. It is amazing. Their clay, whatever they're called, liquid lipsticks.
Well, I have to finish selling the radioactive palette before I can make anything else. I have to finish selling the galactic palette, finish selling the radioactive. I have to sell at least 100 more of each before I can really start making anything else.
I can't believe that you haven't. It is honestly amazing.
Well, I have several more orders to ship after this. I mean, I got a bunch of orders today. So, I mean, it's still selling very well. I just it's only been out like 2 weeks.
Has it really only been out that long?
Yeah.
How did you get this to me that quickly?
The postal service to FPO, and oh, you're so sweet. I'm gonna do a birthday sale. The code is already up, and it's BDAY, B-Day. So if you want to use the code, feel free. I just haven't made the post.
I'm just gonna put Radon as my.
But you're welcome to use it for 30% off. So
look at that.
Radon.
I put Radon on as a highlighter.
So, oh, thank you. Hi, Kat. No, I shipped everything the same day or next day, and then
you're just a machine. I do not I ordered it.
I don't know
and
about
then
that.
Like 5 hours later, I get a notification that it has shipped, and I'm like, what the heck? How did you do that?
I'm on it. You know what? The thing is I really hate it when I order something and I do not get my order notification for like 2 weeks. I hate it. So I'm just
I have stuff that hasn't shipped yet that I bought 6 months ago.
Yeah, so I'm like, let me not do that to people because I do not like it when people do that to me. Okay, so I think I should change the lip color. I think I look like a clown right now, but I'm going to try to fix it. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Oh, good. Yeah, I shipped it out the next day. I try really hard. And then I have to say, some of the bigger indie brands, they just can't. If you're a one-woman show or a one-person show, and I could put somebody just placed an order. Thank you, whoever you are. So should I put some like hot pink in the middle? Or, oh, and Stephanie Harlow has not messaged me. She's a true crime YouTuber with 175,000 followers on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram, and like 300,000 on YouTube. Bree sent her a message and said, hi, my friend owns Gourmand Girls. Here's my code. And Stephanie said she would follow me, and she did. She did.
Nice.
I know. I was like, why is this person with 175,000 followers following me? And then vegan Bree
was on top of it.
Bree is so on top of it. Bree is so awesome. And I was like, why is somebody with all these followers following me? And I was like, oh my God. So
I can't believe I haven't seen more people like reviewing Radioactive.
Well,
'Cause it
Stephanie
is
Harlow
incredible.
is now following my company. She's like a humongous YouTuber. And I was thinking of messaging her and saying, hey, if I send you some of these palettes, like the Exquisite palette is spooky, the Spectra palette is Halloweeny. Like, I think this palette is Halloweeny and spooky. To me, this is kind of a spooky color story. And it's on sale for $25. So like people could buy it right now for 30% off. So I'm thinking, okay, if I send her these, would you be willing to do like a true crime spooky episode where you incorporate my spooky palettes? But I have a Halloween palette coming out that is truly spooky. Thank you, Maya. So I'm thinking,
I can't imagine anyone loving any of your palettes more than I love Radioactive.
well, the people, I mean, I think the Radioactive palette's the most loved palette right now.
It is freaking amazing. There's a duochrome, multichrome in here for everyone.
Well, so I was thinking of asking Stephanie Harlow, like, would you be willing to do a spooky episode?
Oh yeah, she's talking about color pop, then she needs some variety in her life.
So I have a very spooky palette coming out for Halloween. Like it is like the ultimate spook, and it's the ultimate spooky color story, and it's actually embossed with like pumpkins and like spooky things. So I was thinking maybe I could get her to show it and do like a spooky haunted house. Like maybe I could collaborate with her on that. I don't know. So I'll ask. Okay, what color should I put on the bottom?
I put High Energy.
My favorite.
That's why I did it.
My favorite. I loves me High Energy. My fave.
Oh.
Okay. I can't remember if I have skulls on there or not. I remember I wanted skulls. I think we might have skulls on there. We have several embossings. I know we have pumpkins. We might have ghosts. Ghosts or skulls. I don't know. I like skulls too. I also like poison bottles, and I'm all into spooky stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's basically a queer personality trait is liking Halloween like aesthetics.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I must be asexual.
You have to be, my dear.
I must be. I mean, I'm not.
I was thoroughly convinced by our conversation in the DMs where you were asking me all of the questions. Because
I am. I'm very.
You were literally describing the like stereotypical asexual experience. Also, if anyone in the chat has questions about asexuality, this is basically why I came out.
I'm just very apathetic. I'm very apathetic to it. Do you know what I mean? I just am I'm not interested. I mean, I love my husband and I'm willing, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're more sex neutral. So asexuals tend to come in, just for the chat, because I know we've already talked about this. Asexuals, for one thing, it's a spectrum. But for another thing, asexuals tend to come in like kind of one of three categories. Either we are sex positive, so we like sex, all is good. Sex neutral, where we don't really care. And then sex repulsed, where ew, gross, no thank you.
I'm not repulsed.
Yeah, I'm definitely sex positive. I just sometimes forget that it is part of the human experience, which is a little dismaying to my red-blooded heterosexual husband.
Yeah, I am not sex positive, but I am not repulsed by it. I am just...
Yeah.
The
other thing is that asexuals are not all aromantic. Obviously,
I'm not aromantic. I'm not.
Yeah. I consider myself to be pan-romantic because my husband could turn into a woman tomorrow and I literally would not care. I love people for their
So
personalities,
you're
not
not
what's
Kris
in their
Jenner.
hand.
Like when Caitlyn Jenner came out, Kris Jenner was like, no.
Yeah. And I can understand that because that's a huge physical
I can
change.
too. I can
Yeah.
understand it too.
I can understand why a person changing gender can have create an issue in a marriage, but that
Absolutely.
would not be.
Absolutely.
Took 31 years for it to be part of my human experience. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can understand why Kris Jenner did not want to be married to a woman.
Yeah.
You know,
personally, I wouldn't have a problem being married to a woman. There are many benefits. Many benefits.
well, there are lots of benefits. Hi, Ashley.
But yeah, that's a common misconception. Also, do not. Hello, what's up? Oh, we got something in the mail. I will take. Can you put that on the table? I can't take that right at this moment. Thank you.
My husband is also very red-blooded, heterosexual.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One thing that it is important to note.
Nicole's amazing.
That was a really good and simple description of asexuality. Thank you for that, Nicole. Thank you.
Well, Nicole
my
helped
degree
me
is in
figure out.
English, and I have 35 years of experience being asexual. So I've never experienced romance in almost my 45 years. If you are allo-romantic, then that is very sad. It depends on your perspective of it. Like if it's something that you want, that's sad. If it's not something that you want, then it's like, you know what? People are fun. People are fun to be around, even when you're not looking for a romantic partner. Like
Absolutely.
Friendship is like one of my greatest joys in the world.
I have to tell you, the people on this live have given me so much joy and so much hope, if I may, during this terrible time in my life. You know, my dog has cancer. A lot of you know that. And I have to tell you, she is my sturdy ass girl, because she is just like hanging on and doing really, really well. And let me not cry off my makeup right now. But even though she is extremely ill, and all of you who are here right now, and some of you I'm just getting to know, and you know, you love me even though, you know, I didn't do anything with my hair, and you know, I'm not sure if I look like a clown right now, but you love me anyway, and I love all of you, and I gotta say thank you. What Nicole is saying is 100% true. Having friends and the human experience, it's beautiful, no matter how you feel on the inside. And I have really wondered about myself for a very long time. For a very long time. I am watering now. My eyes are watering now. And Nicole has really helped me figure out that there is nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. It is okay to be yeah, my eyes are tearing and the red is coming off on my the red's coming off on my finger now.
You're crying blood.
I screwed up my makeup. It's okay to be different. It's okay. I love you too, Erin. It's okay to be different. It's okay. And look, I'm here for all of you. I'm here for all of you. And especially
that's part of the reason why we so badly, me speaking for all of the chat, want so badly to be here for you. Because you're a wonderful grade A person. And we know that should the tables ever be turned, that you would be there for us.
Well, and Lorna just said she has never experienced romance in her, you know, in her life. And that's okay. I don't think that there is a problem with that. There is no problem with that. I will tell you, all of the relationships that I have had, except for the one that I am in right now, and I'm talking romantic relationships, have been awful. They have been awful. And it is much, much better to be in a positive, happy, healthy relationship with yourself than to be in a terrible relationship. That's true. Tear-lined makeup can be good if it's happy. And it is happy, even though, oh yeah, I just got the tears everywhere. Yeah, they're just I'm going to have to redo that, but I can fix it. But yeah, it is so much better to be happy and alone than to be with somebody who, you know, treats you like crap and isn't good to you. So, Lorna, I would say more power to you. More power to you. It's all I can say is when I got divorced, I was like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again because it sucks. You know, I had the most terrible experience being married. And yeah, I'll try to salvage this. And if I can't, it's fine. Because I did crap.
Vegan Brie was saying, I thought I was asexual and realized it was my relationship. I've had sexual trauma, so sex is always negative for me. And now I enjoy sex with my husband.
Oh, well,
Beauty
good.
Jacked says, society puts so much pressure on us to have to be with someone versus just enjoying being on your own. And I absolutely agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Like I said, my degree is in literature. So a lot of that is talking like, for something to be literature, it has to transcend time. It has to have something that embodies the human experience. And so much of what we think of now as the think of now in modern society as being the human experience is romantic love and sex. But I would argue that that the core of the human experience is community. We need to be loved and have affection from other people, but that does not have to be romantic love.
It does not need to be
to have a connection with other people, but that does not need to be sex. And a lot, and not a lot, but there is a fair number of people in the asexual community that consider themselves to be asexual that weren't always and became that way through sexual trauma. And that is completely valid. You do not Asexuality is one of the few sexualities that can be created. If you become sex negative through trauma, that's completely valid. Like that does not invalidate your experience. Like every human experience is valid. And it really is.
It is okay to not be in a relationship. Like this whole thing about, you know, some of the celebrities, I'm gonna say Khloe Kardashian, and I don't want to get into them, you know what I mean, and her relationship with that basketball player that it ended, and he cheated on her, and then he cheated on her again, then he had a baby with somebody else, and so now she's out there saying she can't find anybody and she doesn't have a relationship and this and that. Can you just be happy alone? Can you just find a way to be happy on your own? You do not have to be in a relationship. And could you please stop sharing this narrative with all of these young women and people generally that we have to be in a relationship to be happy? Because
the thing is we do have to be in a relationship, but not a romantic
relationship. Because she keeps saying she can't find anyone to date. She's not dating anyone, and this is her romantic life, and she doesn't have a romantic life.
Dana says, I'm in a relationship, but I love spending time alone. That's just being an introvert. That's just being an introvert.
I'm an introvert. I went to dinner by myself yesterday because my husband is not here. He's in France, and my father is very sick. He has dementia. So it's not like I can really take my mom, and, you know, my friends are busy. It's a work night. I had just gone to a studio to have a little pop-up shop. And after that, I just went and ate. It was like, I don't know, 7 at night, and I hadn't eaten anything the whole day except for, you know, I do that. I will not eat anything for the whole day. So I hadn't eaten anything.
Me too. I also had dinner by myself last night because I was out shopping. Getting, because I'm coming to the States. So, of course, I'm bringing, like, souvenirs and stuff.
It's so nice. So, see, Kana's husband is working. I mean, I have to say, I would love to have dinner with anybody who is here on this chat right now. I'll be honest. I would love to have dinner with any of you. But I went and I ate dinner by myself, and I ended up talking to one of the servers who just moved here, who's from Mexico, and he didn't want to talk in Spanish. He wanted to talk in English because he's practicing his English. But
Fair.
I mean, we had a really nice chat. He's 19 years old. He's a a young guy.
Yeah, you do what you need to do, Makeup by Maya. We've loved having you here, but if you're feeling triggered, absolutely take some time.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Well, we can talk about something else.
You should never. Someone's putting down boundaries. It is not your job to apologize for not reading their mind. You say, "Thank you for letting me know your boundaries. Feel free to come back when the subject has changed."
Thank you, Maya. We love you.
I hate it when the waiter makes it. Why would that make it weird? I have talked to many people back in America that wanted to use me as a sounding board as a native English speaker to practice their English. One of them was a manager at one of my jobs in college. I worked at a Mexican restaurant, and he was insulting one of the ladies that came from corporate because she was not a nice person. And he called her a beach. When I corrected him, which I tried to do in the most polite way I could, he was like, "Oh, okay." So he gets out his manager's manual, and anytime he came across a word he didn't know what it meant, or wasn't sure how to pronounce, I basically read through his manager's manual with him to practice his English and practicing his native pronunciations. Because, he was forming a career in the food industry. So that's important, and I always thought that it was just so sweet that he felt that he could be that vulnerable with me. And just I swear every day he would have a new word. It's like, "Nicoletta, what does this word mean?" "Nicoletta, what does this word mean?"
Well, all I know is that I had a very nice time by myself.
I am so glad that you had a very nice time with yourself. And it sounds like your waiter really made your experience even better. And I love that.
And then the other waiter was like, "I'm new too," because I gave the young guy my phone number in case he needed anything. The other guy was like, "I'm new too." And I was like, "Yeah, that's funny." I'm not giving you my number.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, I had some dude bro add me on Instagram last night. Add me on Instagram, then instantly the very first slide in my story, which of course was talking about women's rights. So obviously he did not rate it. His entire profile is just shirtless, muscly pictures of himself. The most recent one of which is just Jesus. And he sends me a message, all of this within 5 seconds, sends me a message, "Hi, beautiful." I'm like, no.
Oh.
No. My husband's like, "That's a bot." I'm like, no, I wish it was a bot. It's not a bot. He's like, "Sounds like a bot to me." I'm like, "That's because you're male. That is because you're a male and you have never had the experience of being AFAB on the internet."
Oh my God, these people.
What is wrong with men? What is wrong with them?
The Y chromosome.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we all understand not all men, but way too many men have something wrong with them. Oh my goodness. My husband does sometimes get his panties in a twist when I'm like, "Ugh, men." And he goes, "But I'm okay." And I'm like, "Yes, I know, but that's not what we're talking about when we're talking about men. It's like when you talk about white people. You're obviously not talking about all white people. You're talking about white people, capital letters TM. You're talking about the Karens of the white people. We're talking about the Karens we're talking about the dude bros, the neckbeards of the men. We're not talking about the good ones. I'm glad you got a good one. There are so few of them out there. Hey, Rosie, what's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Okay, Kat, love you. Thank you for being here.
Do you want to put a Band-Aid on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I switched to a tomato red. It's very, very bright.
It is very bright. What did you do?
I just switched to a tomato red.
Okay, somehow made your eyeshadow brighter.
It's Pride.
Yeah. We are sending Pride off with a bang is what we're doing. Discussions of sexuality, Pride makeup. Thank you, Rosie Pose.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I like it too. I mean, it's super bright and it's...
Oh, ew. Maya, that's disgusting. I'm
Are
so
you in
sorry.
an open marriage? Ugh.
I know. Ugh. Hello, Rosalind. How about you take your Band-Aid and go, okay?
So actually, my friend owns this company. It's called New Yorker Cosmetics, and she's also here in Texas.
Oh, then why is it called New York? Is she from New York?
She's from New York.
Okay. I'm like, there is a discrepancy there. I know.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Mount Maya. I'm gonna, because there's so many Mayas in the chat right now. Mount Maya, that emoji was created for women discussing men. Ugh, men.
Face palm.
Yeah.
I like the bright. I'm liking it. It's it goes with my eyeshadow. I guess I'll put on the wig, put on some mascara, and maybe line my waterline.
I can see that being a total look, a bright red liquid lip with Electro Love pressed into it.
Oh, should I press Electro Love into it?
You do not need to do that. I'm just imagining out loud.
Should I press High Energy or Gamma Ray into it?
You do not have to. You look fine as you are.
But I could.
But you could. I think we all have a...
Oh, I'm not sorry. Story. I'm not sorry I did that.
I love using chrome eyeshadows as lipstick toppers.
Yeah.
Good night, Mindy. We totally had fun having you here.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, he keeps messaging me saying he's drooling over my videos and pictures. Way to make a woman feel uncomfortable on the internet in general. Ugh. Okay, I posted for the 3rd time today. LOL, who is she?
Who's who?
I don't know. I can't get context. Yeah, Hannah, that is absolutely true. It's like your loved one, doing a black lip with "we" on top.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's an instant block is what that is.
A black lip with "we" on top sounds good.
Yes, absolutely it does. Actually, I can imagine a black lip with any of the...
I think I don't like it because the gold doesn't go with the pink up here.
I disagree. I mean, you definitely are leaning very stage makeup right now, but I don't think there was any going back from that.
I'm leaning very what?
Stage makeup.
Yeah, it is very stage makeup. I'll just leave it.
I like it. I don't think...
Oh, who are you? I didn't get what you meant. I'm a little slow tonight, but I feel bad that I triggered someone. I can't help it. I'm very, that's who I am.
No, that's the thing. We've been talking about a lot of sensitive subjects today. I'm surprised that was the only person that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there could have been people that just like faded out and we didn't notice because some people, they don't want to draw attention to their trauma.
Well, the thing is, we're supposed to go live on Sunday and now I'm concerned.
No, you shouldn't be concerned at all. She just took a step back for her mental health. Okay. If you want to, like Hannah's saying, don't.
Okay.
Because if you want to maybe feel better about doing the live with her, be like, hey, so I saw we crossed some boundaries for you in the chat or on the live. Hey, just so that for my anxiety, do you maybe have some subjects that we should stay away from in our upcoming live? Because I would hate to inadvertently make you uncomfortable.
That's rough.
Brianna says to listen to me. Draconian Brianna says to listen to me. I tell my children, it's always a good idea. Mommy is rarely wrong.
I will listen to you.
My mantra is always, your anxiety is lying to you. You can see that on my live when we met. You popped out to invite your friends into the live, and I looked at the camera and I went, oh, she's gone. Okay, I'm gonna take this minute to tell myself that my anxiety is lying to me. Because my anxiety tells me that I'm going to get overexcited, that I'm going to push people away, and that I'm obnoxious for people to want to be friends with me. Empirical evidence has shown that not to be true, but that is what my trauma, what my anxiety tells me.
Okay, I'm glad that
I have to constantly
out
remind myself, my anxiety is lying to me.
I'm glad you figured out that that's not the case, because it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm charming. I'm good at small talk, and people like me.
Yes, we love you.
I don't know what that's about, but sure, I'll take it. As an extrovert, I love it.
I have anxiety disorder. I actually have anxiety disorder. I mean, I'm treated for it. So
yep. Same.
I take medication for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kenna is saying, I get it, Christina. I go over conversations in my head for a week sometimes. Girl, whenever I am in a live, I do a live where people are in the chat, I rewatch those videos sometimes 2 and 3 times. Especially when we did the plus ADHD. Same. Right after we had met, I watched that video like 4 or 5 times.
Really?
So I was doing, because I had documentation. I could look back on it and not just worry about it, not just replay it in my anxiety riddled faulty memory. I could go back and look at the video and be like, no, I didn't respond inappropriately. No, I was getting all the signals of friendship,
Nicole.
No, these are coping mechanisms. It's not bad.
Oh, but it makes me feel bad.
Why?
Because you're my friend and I like you, and I don't want you to have to do that.
I have anxiety. I have trauma. I have friendship-based trauma. And I'm still getting used to the idea of I delete whole videos without ever posting. Yes, been there. I don't tend to do that anymore because I have become more secure in what comes out my mouth. Sometimes I will re-record things because either I didn't get it said in time or it felt more rambly than I was initially intending. So it's like a little bit of editing. Compassion goes a long way. Yes, exactly. If there's anything that anyone can never have too much of, it is compassion. Well, except for maybe Christine. I think she might actually have a chronic condition.
Who, me?
You.
What's my condition?
Being chronically compassionate.
Yeah, I am chronically compassionate.
Yeah, you care so much to sometimes the detriment of yourself.
It is hard to be an empath. It is definitely difficult.
I definitely have empathic tendencies, which I think has been shown in even just in this live.
For sure.
And my best friend Lacey, Squeaker's Nut House again, she is a full-on empath. She's actually a little scared to meet you because she's like, what if we're too similar? What if we're too
Well, if
similar
we're
and
too
then we don't
similar,
get
then
along?
we'll be friends forever. And if we're not exactly the same, then opposites attract.
Oh, I love how optimistic you are. It's so wonderful. Kana says that she is also an empath.
It's hard to be an empath because you want to help people and you want to do the right thing and you feel people's pain and I mean, it's just.
I always have to remind myself that sometimes, I will get to that. Draconian Brianna. She wants a tutorial on how you curl your lashes because whenever she does it, it pulls out her lashes. I mean, honestly, same. Honestly, same. I don't remember what I was saying now about empaths. Oh, the thing I have to. Nope. Thought I had it. Don't have it.
About being an empath. You were talking about your friend and how she was nervous about us meeting. And I'm not nervous. I'm sorry, I'm not nervous at all.
One thing that I always have to remind myself is that sometimes you can't help, and all you can say is, that sucks. I hate that for you. Because there's nothing you can do about it. And all you can do is commiserate. My brother is a pathological liar, and it drives me crazy. Oh, I hate people like that.
That is one thing that I cannot stand. I will tell you.
I definitely had a bout of compulsive lying when I was a child, when I was going through puberty, but that had a lot to do with the
Well, when you're a kid, I mean, you didn't grow up to be that way. When you're a kid, that you go. I lied when I was a kid about things too. I mean, we go through that, but
I lived in a pretty traumatic situation, so
you
I
did.
You told me that I would lie as a self-defense mechanism, which of course backfires completely. You know, it's not a good self-defense mechanism. It's not. Now I use humor, which works so much better. It has the added benefit of me allowing to process my trauma on my terms versus my trauma's terms.
Well, the main thing that I want is for you to be happy, and I don't want your friend to feel like intimidated or upset. I won't come.
No, she just has. No, I don't want you to misinterpret. She just has anxiety.
Well, so do I. But I
and
have anxiety
you can't avoid all the situations that give you anxiety. Otherwise, you'll never do anything.
That's true.
She's not backing out. She's just vocalizing and processing her anxiety over a new situation.
Well, I don't have anxiety about meeting her, but I get anxiety about other things.
Yeah. No, she is excited, and I'm excited, and when I get excited, I talk about things, and I just like talk them to death. And when she gets excited, she overthinks them, and then the excitement turns into anxiety, and the anxiety turns into, what if I'm doing the wrong thing? What if I shouldn't do this thing?
She's not doing anything. She's just
mine is sarcasm. Yes, sarcasm is also a very well documented.
I think being an empath is one of the hardest lots in life, honestly, Kana.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you feel, not only do you have to suffer your own pain, you suffer the pain of everyone you ever meet, or hypothetical people that you might never meet, or people that might not exist. But can you imagine a person in this situation? Yes, I can. And now I feel that pain.
And it's like you want to help people. And so it's like I'm constantly donating money to animal rescues because I follow them all on Instagram. And I'm constantly seeing the, animals that are in shelters. It is so lonely. It is so lonely. It is so difficult. And
every empath I have, every like true empath I have ever met, has a tendency to turn themselves into a doormat because I think I'm
a doormat. I think my mom nicely told me that I'm a doormat.
Yeah, Lacey definitely has a tendency to make herself a doormat. And I think that the one thing that empaths need most in the world is someone to stand up for them. Because they feel
stand up for me.
They feel too much to be able to, I guess, like, stand up for themselves because there's too much in the other person's head. Well, I love, Kana says that she is not a doormat. I love that for you.
People do take advantage of me.
Yeah. Yep. I can honestly see that because you are such a kind and open soul. And there are so many terrible people in this world. You can tell that I'm ADD because I'm just over here just like, I have nothing to do. I'm all done. So I'm just over here just like, just like fidgeting and all that sort of stuff. You're too nice, too much to people who don't deserve it. Absolutely.
I know.
They're saying afraid of hurting others. Absolutely.
I am afraid of hurting other people. Constantly.
It's not a bad trait to have, but you do need to realize that you, just because you hurt someone doesn't mean that that does not make it a malicious act on your part. And yeah, it's a they problem. Yeah, absolutely. If you're not being malicious, it's a they problem. It helps to know that. Absolutely. Kenna out here dropping truth bombs in the chat.
I try not to be malicious. I mean, it's the last thing I want in my
I
life.
would be honestly surprised to find that you had a single malicious bone in your body. I can't even imagine you having malicious cartilage.
I wouldn't want to be. I mean, I try not to be. It's just, I always try to treat. I'm looking at I really want to make sure that Maya's okay.
She will be fine.
Well, I know.
She had the wherewithal to say that to voice her boundaries and say, okay, I'm going to leave now.
I know.
That comes from a place of knowing your boundaries.
And I don't have Messenger on my Facebook, on my whatchamacallit anyway.
I don't have Messenger on my Facebook.
I don't have. I do look very stage makeup.
You do.
I like it.
Yeah.
I've never done anything.
You had just needed to have blocked out your brows and done like a little bit of a higher arch.
Yeah. Yeah, I did kind of get the drag thing. I did do the drag thing today.
A little bit, yeah.
I kind of did. I'm happy with it.
You know what you look like? You look like a pride doll.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Because you know how porcelain dolls would always have those bright, rosy cheeks? Yes, like that! You do. You look like a pride doll. I love it.
Yay! I was hoping I could put on some eyeliner that's like some sort of color on my bottom waterline. Oh, and Brianna, Draconian Brianna, if you're still here, I will show you how I do curl my. Next time I'll try to go slower.
Maya, I love that. Me too. Maya's saying I like to hear others' voices and opinions to make my own judgment and opinion. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Having a diverse input really allows you to internalize it and form an opinion that's not just based on your own experience, but based on others' experience.
Thank you, Mai.
Yeah, thank you, Mai. I think we look gorgeous too.
Why, thank you.
Get another close up. Okay.
That looks pretty.
Layering M81 over black was genius. It is such a gorgeous combination. I'm
not going to disagree with you there. I'm not going to disagree with you. I like it too.
You created two really beautiful palettes.
Why, thank you.
I don't know where I put. Oh, it's hiding. I think Forever and Always Galactic will be my favorite because it brought us together.
Yeah, I agree.
So special sentimental place in my heart, but objectively,
yeah,
Radioactive has my soul. Oh my goodness. The fact that you created this before you ever met me brings me so much joy because I don't think, oh my goodness. Freaking love it. I made you a thing. You'll have to wait till Texas to get it, but I made you a thing.
Or you
Yeah.
can use code V-Day. You can use code V-Day. I'm happy I made that bundle because people are bundling up.
The bundle of radioactive and galactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a genius bundle.
My friend Debutante.
Especially.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, especially since M81 and Comet particularly can function very well as toppers. Like they can work alone or as a topper, and they can really transform a lot of different shades. Same with high energy and radon. Those can work really well as topper shades. So the combinations are really endless, which is not something that you typically get from an all shimmer palette, let alone two all shimmer palettes.
You're saying such nice things right now.
I don't say anything I don't believe. I don't lie.
Well, I gotta tell you, we actually went live. Oh, thank you, Kana. We actually went live on someone's channel. We went live on Carrie K's channel, Carrie Kirk, and people chose those. Like, I swatched them and people chose them, and I have her channel linked on my YouTube.
I remember. Alexander is very proud of himself for being part of that.
Yes, he was.
Alexander is just proud of himself in general.
Well, as he should be.
He is not lacking in self-confidence, that one, and it truly brings me joy.
I was gonna say it
when I was
heart.
When I was his age, I was completely riddled with self-doubt. Oh, thank you, Maya. Maya says, I love your whole vibe, Nicole. Can't wait to get to know you more. I can't wait to get to know you either. I saw your ad
sweetheart.
on Instagram earlier.
What an absolute sweetheart.
Maya, yes, I absolutely think she is. I fall in love with her through text. My
M-A-I.
M-A-I. Oh, I thought it was M-I-A, which would be Maya.
M-A-I.
M-A-I. My. I'm sorry, I have been misnaming you this entire time.
We had a Maya, but
yeah, we had a Maya, and then we have Mai, and I thought they were both Maya, so I was calling her Mount Mai to separate them.
I think that they will forgive you.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyone.
Mai, I'm gonna have to send you a thing. So I don't know if you're aware of Moomins, but there's a character in it called Little Mai. Spelled differently than you, of course.
Cute.
Yeah, and so they're like real popular over here right now. So I keep seeing their merchandise everywhere. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, but thank you for letting me know it's okay and understanding that I'm coming from a place of mispronunciation and not negativity. But it had a little shirt and had the character, or not a shirt, it was a little backpack, obviously aimed at children, which cracked me up even more because it said, my name is Little Mai, and I bite because I like it.
That's cute.
I should have bought it. But it's just, what would I use that for?
Nicole's vibe is the best.
Oh my gosh.
Mai said that she loves your vibe.
I know, I saw that. I was reading that. And of course, you too, Christina, but I think you know that.
Yes. Sweetheart.
I've been definitely getting, Stephen, oh my God, you call still alive? Yes. Are you kidding? It's only been 2 hours. Have you ever known Christina have a live shorter than 3 hours? You promised you would be here, but late.
I'm not quick.
I also bite because I like it. Oh my goodness. If any of you have children, you know that children go through a biting phase. Every single child goes through a biting phase. And every single parent worries when their first child goes through a biting phase. Oh my gosh, they're not normally like this. It's like, yeah, no, I realize that. They're just going through their biting phase. It's fine.
I know. It's funny when people come on here and they're like, you're still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't been 3 hours yet. We still got time.
Yeah, no,
I've been sitting here in full makeup, which means, of course, I've been sitting here in full makeup for 2 hours, and Christina is just finishing up.
I'm so glad you love me and you tolerate my.
There is nothing about you that I tolerate. I love and enjoy every second of it.
I love and enjoy every second of being with you as well, my dear.
I know, and imagine how much fun this is going to be when we actually get to meet in person later this summer.
I'm so excited. I just feel sad that you're staying in Japan.
I'm sorry, I was never moving to Texas, so.
Oh, I know, but that's okay because I can come visit. You won't invite me.
We'll end up back in the Pacific Northwest at some point. I refuse anything otherwise.
Well, Ashley lives in the Pacific Northwest, my other very good friend, so I'll just have to come visit.
Ashley says, I've been sitting here in full makeup too. Yes, but it is also nighttime for you, so that makes sense. It is almost noon here. Steven, there's nothing about you that I tolerate. Yes, but I meant it in a good way. I have alternately called Steven basic, a sultry professional, and I forget what the other one was.
You're hilarious.
Oh, Canada, you're in the PNW. Nice. Is it not? And Ashley is in Oregon. Nice. Is that not just the best area in the entirety of the continental U.S.? I love it. It is my heart and soul. Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. I was born in the Willamette Valley, Stumptown. Nice. I just finished an hour ago, so I only do makeup for the gram and TikToky. Yes, most of my TikToks are me not wearing makeup because I'm not gonna put on makeup just for a TikTok. But if I have makeup on and the idea of strikes. But yeah, I am also on TikTok, same name, Queer Mom Acing It, if you want just more of me being my crazy person self. So recently, a lot of my TikToks that are more just like personal, they will end up cross-post to my Instagram story.
Okay, I have to plug in my phone. I know we're almost done, but I don't want it to die, so I'll be right back.
Yes, I did call you hoity-toity. My phone has been plugged in this whole time. It was at 100%. It's now at 96%. So that just goes to show you how much power going live takes because I plugged my phone in with it at 100%. And after 2 hours of this, it's at 96%. It went down. It went down. It takes a lot of power. I'm trying to grow my followers over there since that's what brands love now.
Except for this brand. I'm not a TikTok person.
Yeah, like I don't know. For my makeup, I'm not really into TikTok. And a lot of the brands that I've been using aren't even on TikTok. So I'm just like so I do makeup.
TikTok is not for me.
Instagram.
I just don't get it.
Well, and also I don't have 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I can't go live on TikTok. That was my original idea, was to go live on TikTok to do my makeup. When I decided that was the thing that I was going to do.
Yeah, I'm too old for TikTok, Steven.
I'm officially at the age where I refuse to learn a new platform.
Yeah, I understand YouTube. I understand Instagram. I use Facebook. I mean, I don't really use it, but I use it sometimes. But
I don't use Facebook. Too many of my Trump-supporting racist relatives are on there.
Same. And I had to block my aunt. I had to block my cousin. I've had to block a lot of people on
I don't have
Facebook.
that privilege because my mom will get her panties in a bunch.
My mom and dad told me to block them.
Yeah, well, your parents are actually sane.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot more recognition over there than I do on IG with 25K.
I get brands emailing me and I don't know how they get my email because I don't have my email on. I have my email removed from my Instagram, so you can't email me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I am a different category, but I have brands emailing me and asking me if they can send me PR, and I don't
You're like,
want.
you realize I'm a brand owner, right?
I mean, I don't want PR. You know,
Yeah.
I don't accept it because I don't feel like my health is well enough where I can help other brands, and I'm not going to take something and not use it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not willing to do that because I know how hard it is for a company, and since I don't have a lot of energy and I don't feel that great myself, I would only take something if I was able to really help out. So
Yeah.
that's why
Yes. Facebook is more for like family things. I totally agree.
I agree with that too. I don't use it either. I want to delete my Facebook, but
I want to delete my Facebook, but I use Facebook Messenger a lot for like that's how I communicate with everybody because I mean international, you know, like I can't exactly just text people. At least people back in the States. My reels do okay, but my pictures are trash now. Yeah, you know, I mean, last I checked, I had 48 followers, 48 period.
where?
On Instagram.
Well, you'll get more.
I'm not worried about that because the thing is yeah, I've got 48. I only have 48 followers, but like most of them are people I actually interact with. And
when
I
I
mean,
first met you, you didn't have that many. I mean,
no, I had 28. I had 28 followers when you met me. And most of those followers are like people that I have either met through you or met through people I've met through you. And so it's like
I'm here to spread the love.
yeah, I have brands following me back. So it's like I don't have many followers, but I feel like I have quality over quantity. Jordan from Fantasy Cosmetica, where we are mutuals. She follows me on her business and her personal Instagram.
Well, there
and
you
we
go.
Chat. And I'm like, how is that like? If I had a nickel for every time the creator of a brand became friends with me on Instagram, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened twice, right? My gosh, I don't even know. Kena gets it.
Steven, that's me too. I just can't. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
I don't go on there very much because
I don't
want to see that Republican trash.
Exactly. I'm not about to go on there and be reminded that people who hold a indelible piece of my heart. Listen.
I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. I don't be reminded that I am genetically connected to people who are not nice.
My town plays Edelweiss at 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 5 o'clock.
Oh my Lord.
Every Japanese town plays something at those times. It used to just be a lady announcing. Now it's Edelweiss. And I don't know what, they could not have picked a whiter song. I don't know why. Farrah Jacques makes more sense. I have no idea.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. No one's been able to tell me why. I don't know. I only have makeup friends. All of my IRL friends are just like not into makeup. They are nerdy people, professional people, cosplayers. And we were talking about this, like cosplay makeup is an entirely different. I do not live in Austria. But yes, it is. No, it's not the exercise music. It tells the kids when to go home. So like it announces breakfast, lunch, and dinner time.
That's weird.
Oh, you only have makeup friends on Facebook. I see. Yeah, that is like the opposite. On Facebook, I only have like old friends and family. So like friends I don't talk to anymore. And then family. I have to be a bit active on Facebook because of Squeaker's Nut House. I guess you could say that I am affiliated. I do all of the editing for her. Yeah, I know Edelweiss is an Austrian song.
Yes, then you need to be on there.
Yeah. So I'm part of Squeaker's Nut House, kind of. I get paid in friendship and products for helping Squeaker build her business.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Again, everyone should follow her because she's amazing and she makes beautiful things. And our Facebook shop is coming up real quick.
I already follow.
And Lacey, the mind behind it is absolutely
trash.
Yeah, everyone on my Facebook is trash, and I don't need to be reminded that they're trash because I can't delete them without causing all kinds of family drama, which is where my trauma comes from.
I can delete mine, but I will lose the company business page, and I have like 14,000 followers on there.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Otherwise, what I could do is just delete my photo and delete everyone except for my few friends.
Yeah, okay. Canna, we're saying the same thing. Yeah, because we're not in Austria, it's a weird choice. Who do I need to follow? I walked away for a second and missed it. Oh, Squeaker's Nut House. You can follow the business page on Facebook. You can also follow her on Instagram.
Okay, I'll follow the business page. I'm already following her.
Kana, Mai was asking. Kana, that is both a blessing and a curse. She says most of my family is passed on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't give it. Haha. I delete all the toxic trash from my life, family or not. Yeah, I have a very complex family situation. They're probably all mad at me because I've been gone for 2 years. I have not, in that time, posted a single picture of like my growing children on my Facebook. Yeah, I kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Life got crazy, and then I just kind of forgot about Facebook because I was having more fun with people that like actually liked me, that I didn't have to straight wash myself for on like TikTok and Instagram. Steven says, I think I delete people on Facebook, but keep them. Delete people on Facebook, but keep them in your life because truly the things we see on Facebook are the worst parts of family, and those things should really be just kept quiet.
I think if I delete my Facebook, go ahead.
I was saying I can't do that because they're like, they equate Facebook with real life. So they're like, if you delete me on Facebook, you have deleted me from your life. How could you do that, Nicole? And they won't come to me. They'll go to my parents. And it will be this big thing, and it's just not worth it. So I just like silence them. But now the only thing I go on to Facebook for is to view my sister's Facebook stories, because that's where she posts like all the pictures of her kids and stuff.
See, that's the kind of stuff you want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to. The thing is I don't want to see their political stuff, but
no.
I know that if I was still posting on Facebook, I would be posting political stuff. But the difference is I'm right and they're wrong.
Yes.
Oh,
that's what I want to do. I want to delete my Facebook, but I will lose, and I will also lose my Instagram product catalog.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, Steven. Thank you for stopping by.
Can't wait to look forward to your just absolutely atrociously beautiful good morning picture on Instagram.
Yes.
How dare you?
How dare you?
It is indecent and uncalled for how beautiful that man just wakes up in the morning.
I know. He's like radiant.
I know. And he's like, it's an illusion. And then he sends me this in the DMs. He sends me a picture.
But it's not
of his Starbucks coffee. It looks exactly the same. He just is sticking his tongue out.
Not an illusion.
What illusion? Your entire being? Are you a being of light and energy? Because that's the only way this could be an illusion right now.
It's not
Have
an
you ever met him in
illusion.
person? Because at this point, I'm slightly considering he might just be a really talented AI.
So, yeah, it would be nice to just delete my Facebook
Right.
but I can't. So I think the only solution is delete my photo and remove everybody from my Facebook and just keep
Just
the
use
Facebook.
it. Just use it for business. Just use it for business.
And just delete it and not have anybody on there and like change the name to.
Is it
I
getting
don't know
close?
what.
You want me to pull out your tooth?
But I don't think they'll let you change your name. Is everything okay over there? I don't think they'll let you change your name on Facebook to a name that's not actually your name. Like I would.
Ow. Do you want me to pull it or not? Okay.
Like I would like to change the name to something that's not actually my name.
You know, some
people.
that.
Huh?
You can do that.
Really? So it's so that people don't know it's me. So that people, don't know it's me.
So you want an anonymous Facebook?
Yes.
But like for your business?
Like Norma.
If you don't be here, you don't have to be here, sweetie. What's up? Yeah, I'm not kidding about.
Can I have more than one? Well, see, I don't know if I want to like I want to make a new Facebook account because I don't want to have Facebook anymore.
She's nice.
Hi. So it's gonna say like change my name to Norma Lee Absent or something. Like normally absent. NA.
Do you know those are my initials? My full initials are NRA.
No.
Yeah. So when I have to initial documentation, I initial it NRA because otherwise it looks like I'm saying something doesn't apply to me.
That's funny. You know, I have a friend here who has your last name, and it's so funny. She's from Germany, but her husband is Texan. And I was thinking, oh my God.
That's funny because my last name is Britain.
Oh, yeah. I first was thinking.
It has a small presence in Germany. It's just not as common.
Well, it's her husband's last name, and he's Texan, but I don't know where they're from. So this wig that I have on is actually not. I haven't been messing with it. I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't been pulling at it like I did last time. It's not bothering me.
That's awesome. I love that.
I like that.
For one horrifying second, I was like, how do you know my last name? It's not on Instagram. You know my last name because I've ordered from your company.
And because when you ordered, I remember seeing the name and being like, oh, is this my friend Stephanie? No, it's somebody named Nicole who has the same last name.
It was so funny because you came on my live and you're like, oh, you have an APO. And I have been puzzling for months. How did she place me with my order? Because thousands of people have got to have ordered Galactic Gourmande, but you knew which one I was, and I pay attention. Funny.
Somebody in England named Danielle M placed an order in her Instagram account. Her Instagram account says Danielle M, and then somebody named Danielle and her last name starts with an M placed an order. And then she made a comment on my Instagram, and then I said, thank you so much for your order. And she was like, oh my God, how did you know that was me? And I said, because I pay attention.
I know. I'm like, I know she has all of the information to figure it out. I just can't figure out how she figured it out because you pay attention.
It's not difficult.
It wasn't like, it's not like it was creepy or anything because I'm like, well, it's true. And you have all that information. It's like,
well, not only that, but the time of day that you go live, it's apparent that you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
and that's easy. Also the thing is my APO does not tell you where in the world I am.
It says American Pacific.
It says I'm in the Pacific Theater somewhere.
But I already know because I was married to somebody in the Navy that American Pacific means Guam or Japan or Australia or New Zealand. I mean, I'm smart. I mean, I know. I mean, I've been around the block. You know what I mean? I pay. Yeah, I mean, when Brianna said that she can't order a palette for one eyeshadow on Elena's feed, and then she's like, "How did you know that?" Because I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to what people are commenting and what people are saying. I try
to, but I do some Yeah.
It's
Right.
my job. It's my job to pay attention. I mean, for other people, like, that's not your job. Your job is to take care of your kids. Your job is to, this is my job. So I pay attention to what people are saying. When somebody says they like the shade We and they're hoping I can make it into a single, I'm paying attention to everything. I'm paying attention to what people want next, what they're thinking about. I'm just saying.
I do kind of love what Lethal does, where like basically all of their shades are available as singles.
I like that too.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
And I think their shades are magnetic, right?
Yeah, all of them are.
I know that. I mean, I have a few. My friend Kat, Beauty Jack, who was here earlier, she brought me a few Lethal eyeshadow singles and sent them to me, and I need to play with them actually.
The only Lethal stuff I have is I have their Berlin palette. I haven't tried depotting it, which I really should, because I personally find the packaging to be just it is very indicative of the Berlin wall. It is. I find it aesthetically ugly.
Let me see the outside. I have never
Okay,
really cared about buying anything from them either, and I don't know if it's because they're in Germany, I just don't want to order something from Germany, just because it's across the ocean from me.
I bought this because it had a cheap multi-chrome in it, and I wanted to try it out. So this was my first multi-chrome. So it comes in the sleeve, pops it out. Does that not just scream 80s graffiti?
It does.
So it's the Berlin 89, because that's the year the wall fell.
Yeah.
And then the inside
cracks me up the way she said it, though. Why don't I care about that brand? Very matter of fact.
Yeah, right. So breakthrough here is a multi-chrome. It's a very classic multi-chrome. The red to gold with purple. Right. And then it has Transit, which is a iridescent white. You know how I feel about an iridescent white. Reunion, I think, is the worst shade in this palette. It just, I can't get any pigmentation from it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pretty good. The black in here is pretty good.
Can you put it closer to the camera for me? I apologize.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, it's cute enough. I personally am not drawn to it, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it looks nice. Ashley's saying she has many jobs: maid, laundry service, cook, mom, teacher, impersonal shopper, driver.
Berlin, but I have similar stuff. Exactly. And if I lost it, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I probably wouldn't, if it was just like, those things that the YouTubers are doing now. It's like, if it came out now, would I rebuy it? Probably not. I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but I'm glad I bought it at the time, because it kind of introduced me, it kind of pulled me more into the indie makeup world. And it's
which is great.
Yeah. So through learning about Lethal, I learned about Kaleidos, and it sent me down this whole new world of makeup, which is probably why I don't care about it as much anymore. Because for indie makeup, it is nothing special.
Well, there are just so many indie brands and so many, I feel like, special things out there. I will say that Martine, the French company, is the only company in Europe that interests me that I can think of right now. And the reason is because because my husband is French. I think that's why.
There is actually don't hate, because we do not equate individuals with their country, but there's a Russian brand.
I know that brand.
Yeah, you know the one?
Sigil, Inspired Sigil? Is that the name?
Yes. Their stuff looks amazing.
It looks beautiful. I haven't.
It looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
There's
Sorry, my dog walked in.
No, that's fine.
Do you have anything from them?
I don't.
I don't
They're definitely on. They're high up on my wish list.
That's the other thing. I just don't want to order anything from Russia because it's so far away. I'm like, how long will it take to get here?
I actually tried to put through an order. But yeah, I'm so obsessed with their aesthetic. But they can't.
It's Tammy Tanuka. Yeah,
they cannot accept any payments through PayPal right now. And now my checkout is stuck with the PayPal thing. So I think I'm going to have to like clear it out and just retry.
That's weird.
I know. Well, because of all of the boycotting going with
in Russia.
So
I feel bad for companies that are there because they didn't do anything.
I know. And the sad thing is I'm probably going to have to wait until after the war to order anything from her. And that makes
when will the war end? When will this end?
When will the war end? Also, it's not her fault. She seems like a perfectly reasonable individual,
I think most of the people there are reasonable. They don't.
Well, there are just like we have Trumpists, they have their Putinists.
That's true.
And their media is completely lying to them. Like they don't it would be like if we only had Fox News.
That would be very
If we only had Fox News, and if you were not with Fox News, you were jailed.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can. Oh, you have the best personality.
Thanks.
Yes, I sure can imagine it.
I can.
PSF Trump. PS.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
F Trump.
The people, the fact that people still want to vote for him has me just absolutely confused. The fact that Fox News is not covering the January 6th investigation at all has me just, oh my gosh.
Daisy just walked in. Hi, baby girl.
Well, my babies have been coming in and out too, so.
Well, I just am.
It does come out. Someone told me that they posted on their Instagram that all of their set palettes had
my nose
were magnetic.
Yeah, I thought that they were all magnetic.
Yeah. I
Ashley.
think that their Night Bloom palette honestly looks really beautiful. If I was to go back in time and just buy one lethal palette, it would be Night Bloom.
Ashley just said that she used my Bold and Brilliant palette for her look, so I'm just showing it.
Oh, that is your highlighter palette.
Yeah, I have it on right now.
It reminds me, and don't take this as any form of shade. It reminds me of something that I have.
Oh, my nose is driving me nuts.
Hold on. It reminds me of one of these two. I have to remember which one it is. It reminds me of this palette.
It does look a little bit like that.
Yeah.
From where?
Wet and Wild.
I've never seen that one before.
Yep. It is their, well, it doesn't have a name. It's just a highlighter palette.
The colors aren't exactly the same, but it does, and it's embossed. I've totally gone through the embossing, but yeah, this one, it was embossed till I went through it, but
yeah, anyway. I think the thing is, I think I have all those colors in Wet and Wild, but that's because they are your foundational highlighting colors.
So I only use the bronzer to contour. I mean, the shade Bronze Crystal to contour. But
on a darker skin, that would be an absolute.
I tried to make it so that it would be for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that everybody could use it, and so that you could like mix the shades together, and make new shades.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to depot.
You use Sunstone. I mixed together Moonstone and Pink Diamond today.
I did Sunstone looked like it had the potential to be my favorite in that palette.
Yes, you helped me make this palette, Ashley. And I was thinking of using the Vivacious palette today, but since I was doing all duochrome, I didn't. But I think my next look I'll use Vivacious. Aw, thank you, Elvira. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you for being here. You're not on Instagram, right, Elvira? I'm just, I try to remember everybody, like, where they are on social media.
I can't believe you can remember as much as you can.
I'm telling you, it's my job. It's not just my job. It's also just that I'm friends with people.
So you're saying I'm not friends with people because I can't remember those kinds of things?
OMG. You just do YouTube. Yep, I remembered correctly. Okay, I have the mind of a steel trap. There, I said it.
My memory is not. It's not great.
I have a really good memory. I have a good memory. I have other areas where I could work on my. I'm actually very tired right now, so I apologize.
No, it's okay. I'm tired too.
We would love it. I would love it. We would love it if you would try my brand.
You absolutely need to try her brand. Do I need to go on my steal?
You can use code BDAY, BDAY right now for 30% off. I have 6 orders to ship as soon as we get off this live.
She has a bundle of my 2 favorite palettes of hers, which is Radioactive, which is all duochromes and multichromes. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. And her Galactic Gourmande palette, which is this one here. And they are must-haves.
Gourmand. The E is silent.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
And I put this palette on sale for $28. So after the discount, it's not going to be very expensive. And it was designed by Doodles by the Bunny. And the shade We is absolutely insane. And here it is mixed with some black. And it's beautiful.
We are fans. I mean,
thank you.
Obviously.
And most people say the black is the best black they ever tried. So here, I'm just swatching a few. Yeah, I'm trying to convince you. This is me trying to convince you.
The pressure is on.
I don't know. I like the Salem Moore palette. I mean, it's one of my favorite palettes that
I can tell you're very much a pink and red color story kind of a girl.
Yes, and here's the other duochrome in that palette that I love. But I am very much into pinks and reds, and
she does.
Oh my God, Emily, you're still here? I don't know what time it is there. Did you go to sleep and then wake up? I hope you went to bed and wake up. I've had like nothing to eat again all day. I've had 2.
Mai says she bought the bundle. I think that is a good idea. I bought them separately simply because I got the Galactic when it first came out.
Yeah.
Elvira says I will have to place an order. I feel guilty spending so much on eyeshadow this summer when I'm a teacher not working.
Well, then don't get it right now. Then don't get it. Oh my God.
The only benefit is that there is a sale going on right now, but I doubt that this will be the last sale that you have.
No, I'm sure I'll do another sale for
this girl gives out discount codes like candy. I swear I don't see a post of your makeup that doesn't have
No, I always post a discount code. Normally they're for 10%, but when I do a sale, I post the sale code.
I came back because I couldn't sleep.
Okay, Ashley, love you.
That's legitimate.
Yeah. So my code is XTINA, XTINA, and you can use that one any time for 10%. But right now, since it's my birthday on July 5th, the code BDAY is for 30% off. Just right now. I'm going to end that.
Ashley says she's actually leaving now.
Yes. We're going to miss her. I'm going to end that code the day after my birthday, probably. So July 6th. I think that's fair. Yeah. I guess I'll post about the code. I don't know when. Or maybe I'll start the birthday sale on July 3rd. You know, like the day before July 4th. And then end it like July 7th or something. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that my favorite comment that you've ever made is still... It will be July the 4th.
I knew you were going to bring
it up. But I know you're in Canada.
I meant the holiday, the Independence Holiday. You knew what I meant. Snarky.
You didn't say it like the holiday.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mai. Happy birthday. So we're like birthday
happy
sisters.
birthday.
We're birthday sisters, yeah. So I'm just like, I think we're gonna have to wrap this up because I'm really tired. I need to eat. I have a bunch of orders to ship.
My stomach is growling. I need to go eat lunch.
Yeah, you need to eat. I have eaten nothing all day. And then tomorrow.
You need to stop that.
I know I do. What's tomorrow? Is tomorrow Friday? Yeah.
Tomorrow is Friday, July 1st.
For me.
Which is what it is for me right now.
Thank you. Okay. So then Saturday I don't have anything. Sunday I'm supposed to go live, but I'm also supposed to go swimming. So I have to change one of those.
I love how you can't do both of those at the same time.
I mean, they're supposed to happen at the same time.
Oh, well, that is what we call a scheduling conflict.
Yeah. Thank you, Lorna. So are you going to be in town again next Friday for you?
Yeah.
So do you want to do another one next week?
Let me double check my calendar. Yes. If things start to look too hectic, I'll let you know. But let's.
Okay. I know that Vegan Brie wants to go live too. Yes, Erin, I do need a reminder to eat, honestly. I know Vegan Brie wants to go live, so if you don't want to go live, I can invite her to go live because I know she would also like to go live. So I don't want to pressure you. I want to try to go live every Thursday night just because I want to try to get a schedule.
Yeah, well, this is definitely helping me with my sleep schedule, right before I go to the US and completely screw it up.
I should really probably do a live one morning a week to help me with my sleep schedule also.
Yeah, you really should.
That would be good for me. So, okay, well, let me know. I'll be live next Thursday.
Okay.
Even if it's by myself, I'll go live next Thursday. So let me know, and if you can't.
Yeah, assume that I can unless I tell you otherwise.
All right, that sounds good. So everybody, thank you for being here with us, and let's all follow each other and be friends.
Make new friends. I am a queer mom acing it on basically everything. I even took the Gmail account before anyone else could, because I'm like,
cool.
Sure, why not?
Take it.
It's available. I'll take it.
Yeah, Emily, I can tell you have a sleep schedule pretty much like mine. I don't even want to tell you what time I went to sleep and got up because it's not good.
Put
it to you this way. You didn't hear from me all night/day today. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Yes. That was me yesterday. I went to bed at 11. I was asleep by midnight, which is great for me.
That's amazing.
I did not get out of bed until noon.
What is wrong with me? Bad.
I have 2 children.
You just picked up. Oh God, your gel nail polish. Well, I do that too. I pick off my gel. I know we said we were stopping, but like 3 days ago,
we only said it once though, so it doesn't count.
So I can keep going for a minute. So 3 days ago, I did not sleep at all that night, and I stayed up the whole next day. I stayed up. I have a stimulant that my doctor gave me because I have major sleep problems. It's called modafinil. And because I have anxiety and all these problems. So I took a modafinil that morning to keep me awake. And I stayed up, and then I went to bed at 6 at night. I woke up. Anyway, I slept for like 20 hours the next day, and my sleep has been hosed ever since.
Oh my God. That's why when you're trying to combat jet lag, you can't use outside stimulants to keep you awake during that period of time because your body will crash.
It's been bad.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I used one too because I only slept like 3 hours the night before, and then I had to go to that pop-up shop.
That sounds like medication abuse.
Well, I've only used it twice in like 6 months, those 2 days.
But did you use it for what it is meant for? BioVira,
yeah. I mean, that's what it's meant for.
It's to keep you awake when you can't stay awake.
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Okay, see, I am the opposite. I can't sleep. If left to my own devices, I
Oh
will
no,
stay
I
up.
can sleep.
One,
Oh
I
no, I can sleep. I'll sleep and sleep and sleep. That's my problem
yeah,
is I'll just keep sleeping.
I will stay awake for 24 to 36 hours.
No,
I have
not me.
not yet made it to I have not yet made it to 48 hours, and I hope I never do.
I
But
have made it to 48 hours, but it was when I went to France this last time because I couldn't
mm,
sleep the night before my flight because I knew I had to get up for the flight. And then my room wasn't ready when I got there and it ended up not being ready for like 7 hours. So I was stuck in the lobby waiting, after I flew there and all that.
yeah, my body seems to think that it only needs like a 3-hour nap after it's daylight.
Oh no.
Um,
I can sleep I
and
can literally sleep all day during the
but
day.
the problem is that my body reacts. My body basically shuts down if it doesn't get enough sleep. Like I like my IBS acts up. I get horrible migraines.
Yeah.
All of that jazz. So it's like I have to sleep. I can't just live on the 4 hours that the sleeping part of my brain wants.
No, we need sleep. I mean, we need sleep. So
Cruelty-free Cruella, I believe that was Emily, says,
yeah.
Same, Nicole, my longest was 96 hours. That is hospitalization right there. Oh my goodness. Sleep deprivation hallucinations are no joke.
They're not. They're not.
I can tell when I'm start to get sleep deprived because I hallucinate bugs.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh yeah, and I live in a country where the spiders get to be the size of dinner plates. So that's fun.
So now let's all go to sleep now that we've heard about
now that you've heard about
spiders the size of
the thing about huntsman spiders is they are absolutely deathly afraid of humans. So you can just like walk up to them, and if you catch them by surprise, because they will run away if they see you coming. There's videos on the internet,
Gary,
of people like poking them on the bum, and the spider literally goes up onto all of its legs like they do. Just, it is the funniest thing in the world.
Yowza.
I hate spiders. I have some pretty deeply earned arachnophobia, which I'm not going to share.
Spiders, like I like spiders. I like pretty much all animals except for bugs that are dirty. But I'm not saying I want to share my space with them.
Yeah,
my
arachnophobia has gotten a lot better over the years. Now it is just like if they appear in my vicinity, so like if I'm sitting on the couch and one shows up just like right here, then I'm like, then I will freak out. But if it's like across the room or whatever, I'm good. I'm no longer like frozen in fear over that.
I think a big, huge one I would be afraid. I mean, the little ones, I just move them into my yard. I don't hurt them.
The funny thing about me is the bigger they are, the less scared I am of them.
That's interesting.
Like tarantulas, I am not scared of tarantulas.
I
don't
wouldn't
necessarily
say I'm scared of them, but I would not be interested in moving one like from my home into my yard.
I probably could. But the thing is like the ridiculously oversized ones, they're not interested in you. They really are not.
I found a little lizard in my house and I was able to move it into the yard.
We in Okinawa, we have what are called Asian house lizards.
Yeah.
Or Asian house geckos. They are the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, I think lizards
at night, and at night they chirp. And they live in all the houses. Just as you don't see them,
those don't bother me.
They eat the spiders and the bugs and keep them out of your house.
Yeah, I mean, those are our friends. So, and spiders are honestly our friends too, but I just don't want the poisonous ones biting my dogs.
Yeah. We don't the thing that that you have to, most of the poisonous stuff in Okinawa lives in the water.
Oh my God, my.
What?
She
It hasn't
swallowed
come
a
through.
spider. Oh my God. I mean, who knows how many of us have done that and we didn't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like the conversation we had on our last live about bugs being in our food.
Yeah. We have the weirdest conversations.
We do.
Yeah. But who knows?
Welcome,
really knows
welcome
how many
to
of
Friendship
us.
with Nicole. This happens. Because
Seriously.
I think it's part of my
That's
part of my
yucky.
ADD is I don't know a thought that don't come out my mouth. I have to actively keep my thoughts on the inside. So being friends with me is basically just like a flow of consciousness. You just my thoughts on
like
everything
that
come out.
I like that. I do like that. Okay, I gotta go eat, you guys. I'm starving.
Okay, yeah, seriously, me too. This was absolutely fun. I can't wait for next week. I hope to see you all there. And I can't wait to get to know all you guys better on Instagram.
Thank you, everybody, so much for being here and for supporting this little business of mine and for being nice people. Most important of all.
I keep telling you, it's not difficult to support someone whose products are absolutely amazing.
You're so sweet. Well, I will see
the truth.
you next week. Bye everyone. Love you.